Hello.
Inspiration only.
Welcome to the sneak insight to I get the inspiration only. Welcome to the sneak insight to I get. My Twitch thing was alive, so you heard that double. But hey, how's everyone doing? Here we are once again for Orchard. You can see we have the usual suspects here. Everyone is together. PAX did not separate us completely. We've all had a group hug, and yeah, we all feel well and good together. So now when I kill everyone, I won't feel bad. I mean, what? Anyway, I am Pro Restarter, and I am the DM for this game. Why don't we go around, just remind everyone kind of like what class we're playing real quick, starting with Sally. And what's your favorite sushi?
Hey, it's BC Bree. I'm playing Sally, everyone's favorite level 16 arcane trickster rogue. I like any sushi that doesn't have seafood in it because I don't eat seafood. I also don't like ones with avocado because I've never had avocado before, so I don't know if I like that or not. So I have the palate.
You've never had avocado before?
I have a palate of a 7-year-old lower middle class
fake millennial
white boy who just eats chicken fingers and French fries. That's my diet.
So next week we'll have a position open for someone who actually likes sushi.
I like the cucumbers, like with the.
Get the fuck off my stream. No, I'm joking. But no, cool. I'm glad to have you back and back with us here today. Jumping down from you to Kieran. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, I'm Tommy. I play Kieran, our resident sad boy, angry boy barbarian. Last episode was a little rough for him, actually. A lot of things happened, real bad. My favorite sushi, I mean, I'm a fan of like dragon rolls. They're pretty good. Usually it's like spicy tuna, like spicy tuna with like tempura shrimp.
Yeah.
And then it's got like sort of that spicy sort of spicy like almost mayonnaise kind of sauce on top. It's real good. I love sushi. I'm the complete opposite. I will eat all the raw fish and some other raw seafood stuff.
Hey, I'm the best person to bring to a seafood shop or to a sushi place because I won't eat any of your sushi.
Perfect. But yeah, this will be interesting. Kieran's a little bit wiser this week, having leveled up. He is no longer negative in wisdom.
It's not Dumpstead anymore?
It's not, well, yeah, no, not anymore. I mean, he's learned a little bit from being here. I would hope. Yeah.
Nice, cool. Well, thank you for that. Tommy, my now best friend and sushi buddy, will be starting our mukbang YouTube channel shortly.
Yep. Follow us. Hit that retweet button.
Do all the socials. Email us with
Instagram.
AOL.
I think we'll have a Tumblr up as well.
Tumblr, yeah. This local mail. See your mailman.
Get on our mailing list.
Jumping from you to awesome PAX veteran, Sean.
Hi, everybody. My character is named Neil Zarkanen. He's a paladin, and we just hit 16th level. So at 16th level, you're going to get an ability score improvement. So I dumped both points into charisma. So I have an 18 charisma now, and my DC went up. My spell attack bonus went up. And also, I checked my hit points, and I screwed them up. I actually have a lot more than I thought I did. So now I have 164 hit points, and I just want to tell the DM that I never going to be able to kill me again, ever. So
don't challenge him.
And also, I had sushi one time, and it was so like nothing that I don't even remember what it tasted like. And I never had it again, and I don't care if I ever have it again. So that's
Oh, I
that's
need to
my
take all of you to good
Oh,
sushi.
that's
no.
my sushi story. And
Oh.
I was with someone who made me use chopsticks. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I'm like, we're stabbing stuff. You know what I mean?
Technically, sushi can be eaten with fingers, but just saying.
Oh, really? With your finger?
Yeah.
I can get behind that. So.
Oh, Sean. I need to take you to a really great sushi place where if we ever meet, just enjoy the plethora of deliciousness. And yeah, super.
It's all cold, right? I don't know. I gotta have a cold dinner. That's weird. You know?
but delicious.
And slimy.
Thank you, NPC Brief, for your bits donation. Your plight will not be forgiven. You will be sent to the lockbox where we will not see your sushi hating ass again.
I didn't say I hated sushi. I just like I don't.
The hatred must stop.
I come from the middle of America where when you eat seafood, there's a 50-50 that it will kill you when you're done with it.
Oh, that's true. I didn't eat much sushi when I was in Ohio just because
Oh,
you can't
shit.
get good seafood there.
Yeah,
Because it's
selfish. I'm not gonna eat weird, like questionable seafood.
Mutated. Well, I live on an island, so I'm okay. Speaking of island, for some reason,
Yes, the island of Germany, where I haven't seen another man in 30 years. My name is Heavenly. I forgot our introduction. I'm playing Seraphina. I'm a level 5 fighter and a level 11 cleric. Heck yeah, I did not get an ability score increase like everyone else because I straddled the dual class, but I did get channel divinity turn destroy undead at 2. So not that there have been any undead for me to destroy instantly, so I have not yet used the super cool ability that I have, but if we find any, I will destroy them instantly. I do not like sushi. So I'm gonna have to side with Brie on this one. I don't like the feel of raw fish in my mouth. I don't like the mouth feel. I don't like the way it feels when I swallow it. There's nothing about that that's enjoyable to this.
Now, ramen and other foods that are like from Japan and such are very good.
I'm dead, and this is hell.
Yeah. So next week we'll have 2 open slots.
Hey, Sean also
Sushi
talks some
haters do
shit.
not interact.
I don't like it either.
Sean is on the fence, and we'll bring him to our side.
Yeah,
we're-
is mad in the chat, but I don't care.
Pro and I are gonna specifically come out to where Sean lives, and we're gonna find a
Just force feed you sushi.
But
I live
do
in
not- I do
America
not
where
eat
we have a lot of
food.
freedom, and I am free to say that I don't like sushi. Don't trample my rights, everybody.
Well, we have the monarch over here, so I'm used to that. So do as I say and fly right. And on that note, I am Barista. I am the voice of one of the voices, the good, the bad, naughty ones in between, baby cry extraordinaire. And let's just get right into the recap so we can start playing, shall we?
Okay. So, last time, we're in the Feywild, and we were in a temple of Tharizdun, and we were actually being accompanied by one of the archdukes, one of the rabble of devilkin that lives on the first layer of hell. This one was Baal. So we're running around with Baal. We're still recovering from the tunnel of acid that Pro Restarter forced us to go through.
Tunnel of
And
ooze now.
I thought, hey, well, at least we're past the tunnel of acid, right? And guess what happened? Tunnel of acid came to life as an ooze, which doesn't sound legal, but it happened. So then Bale was fighting it, and the whole place was collapsing. And we had passed by a prisoner who was kind of in this bricked off cell, but we could see like a little. And the prisoner was conducting and playing floating instruments. And so we didn't see a way to get him out of there, but we promised him that we would get him out of there. We had to leave him for now. So the place is collapsing, and we fell, I think, into the Fey Dark. and we pretty much blacked out. But we kind of saw people collecting our bodies and bringing us somewhere. I
Mm-hmm.
think that these people were Drow, and among them was the prisoner. And I think his name was Prince Cianlu.
Yeah. It was
Well,
just him that we saw as like players.
And we also, this was a temple of Therazun, and I think we were told that there's other temples of Therazun that we might have to take care of as well. But this one was about, oh, and should probably mention there was a huge cyst that we had to fight. This big tumor, and we figured out that you had to destroy the tubes to take out the cyst. But the cyst was doing stuff like reverse gravity. And thankfully, it was rolling bad because we still almost all went down.
Yeah.
If it was rolling good,
I think at some point, Bree hit 0. Sally hit 0 HP twice. I hit 0 HP once, and Sean, I think didn't you get really close to 0 HP, or did you also hit 0?
No, I was pretty much
Yeah,
fine.
no, I
That's right.
hit
Kieran
0,
went
and then my
down.
barbarian feat kicked in, where I get to like resist hitting 0 and like con
Y'all
saves.
let me get knocked out twice.
Okay, but then we resurrected you the one time, so like way to
It
leave
doesn't
that
count.
out.
Okay, well.
Well, you weren't there, so we figured.
Also, let's remember, Kieran took like double your HP and damage.
Yeah, that is a good point. 'cause you
Also,
do
it was hard for me to do anything because I kept being thrown up in the air and then thrown across the room.
You're welcome.
And in the chat, some key says it didn't need any assistance.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my God, get
Oh,
out!
God,
No.
no.
You started something terrible, Sean.
You're done with the puns. We defeated it. We defeated
Why?
So, since I did the recap, I get inspiration.
You do, and I'm gonna take it away for that pun. I'm joking. No, you used to get it.
I would just like to add one thing.
Mhm.
Like Bale Senpai complimented me, and it was the best day ever.
I saw your tweet and got so excited. I was like, I don't know what's happening, but this is a very good moment.
Bale Senpai complimented me.
It's true. He
He
did.
offered me a job.
Like, he earned his trust back after Sean had to after Neil passed out and everything, and he stopped believing in us for a while.
Believing. So, that's right. I said
No.
it. So, yeah. So that happened. No one has. We know as players, but no one has found out about the fanny pack, the gold fanny pack with the CS in it, Sally, which you still have because you weren't here, so you couldn't really speak about it. So you still have that on you. And that was really it. Everything else was really recapped. That was pretty much what was going on.
The face came alive in my journal.
Yes, your journal did transform one of the pages into a weird face of creepiness, which you can not see. Let me just take that away so no one can see that. Yes, so that that happened, and yeah, so coming into the game, why don't we just get right back into it? So everything is darkness. You're all floating in this pool of darkness. Everything is black. Everything is void of life. You see each other just out at arm's length, floating in an inky pool of darkness. You try and scream out. You reach out, but you're just too far away, just inches away. You feel yourselves disintegrate, slowly, painfully. You're in a vat of unknown design and origin, but you feel your flesh change and mutate. Is this the end for you? Is this where it ends. This is where your story has reached its finality. Everyone roll me a Constitution save.
Hey, so my internet connection went unstable. What are we doing? I'm sorry.
Oh, Constitution
Rolling
save.
Oh, off me. I should have just increased my constitution. That's what I should have done.
Nice. So, as you're all down and screaming, shouting, and just before the end comes, you feel this cold wetness. Yeah. This cold wetness on your face. Kieran, Neil. It jostles you, and it jostles you again. And you open your eyes. And there is this strange, luminescent lizard creature. It's bipedal, has tiny little hands, has this big maw. It's grey, but has cysts of luminescent of yellows and greens and purples. And it's just licking your face, both of you.
Kieran wakes up screaming and starts to throttle this thing. Ah! 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 Ah!
I'm gonna say that it's like the Temple of Bakab had a dog that used to wake me up by licking my face. So I'm just like, "Good morning, little buddy."
Next to you. Ah!
The one that's licking your face, Neil runs off to save his life.
Ah! Ah!
And apart from this,
Thing.
and apart from this glowing creature, there's no light around. It's pitch black. It's complete darkness, and you see like where you are. You've been pulled out like 15 feet away from this massive pile of black stone. You look around and you see Saeli and Seraphina unconscious around you.
I'm gonna.
Where are we? What happened? What is this weird lizard dog thing? Creature.
I don't know. We're not. I don't think we're dead though. So let's see.
Are you sure about that?
I'm gonna go wake Mom up. I'm gonna go wake up everybody. So I go over to Seraphina.
Okay, I'm just gonna let that.
How do you wake somebody up? Like, what's the way?
I usually just slap them.
Gently.
I'll just like kneel over to her ear. Go. Hey, wake up!
Yeah, the classic choice.
Do I wake up?
You wake up, yeah.
If I had symbols.
Neil.
Then I'll go over to Saeli, and in her ear, I'm gonna go. You still have your bat, Guano? Because you need that fireball. We might need a fireball.
Saeli sits up with a start and she just starts muttering like the requirements to cast the fireball spell. And she just like freezes, like
I
every
got
time
stuff!
her body ridges, and she's like,
Is that what I meant?
Kieran still got this lizard thing by the neck. He's like, "What are you? Who sent you?"
It's like licking your face and also like trying to like run at the same time.
Is it still totally pitch black?
It's completely pitch black. Like apart from this like
But we
twin-
can see each other.
like yeah, like apart from this like little list that's illuminating like the small area where you guys are, you can't see anything. It's total darkness.
I
Okay,
close
I'll cast
my
it.
right eye.
You can see.
Pink light. Make a rainbow effect like this.
That light is so bright. I just woke up. What is happening?
I dim the
Where are
light
we?
to like a soft pink.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We're in hell. What's going on?
Oh, that actually reminds me. Because you weren't here, I wasn't able to get this to you last time. But as you're like wiping your face, Sayele.
What am I missing? What am I missing?
And you're just like like you almost like scratch yourself as like the hand that you have is like the fingernails like extend to claws, and you can like retract them so they work as like an unarmed like attack if you wanted to.
Are they? So it will be like a strength thing. I need to know. So
I'll go off your decks.
oh hell yes. Okay,
So-
let me put that in real
It'd
quick.
be like a D6, so you can do like a slash attack.
If we don't get a scene of you like Wolverining some people.
And you can like retract it and stuff.
Okay, it's a D6.
hmm So because if Bale's gonna give you a hand, it's gonna make it optimized.
Oh, what a king! What a man! Oh,
Right? Vale's the best. Vale is bang.
I'm trying to figure out like how to make it subtle, but instead I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's a really good thing that you can retract those nails. Wink.
Sally's gonna like look at Seraphine and like,
Why? What do you mean?
Never mind, Neil.
nothing, Neil. Nothing. It's nothing, Neil.
Oh well, if you go to shake somebody's hand, yeah, you.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Kieran. I
right.
think Kieran
Yeah.
laughs when Neil is like, "Why?" I think Kieran's like,
And like a high five, that could be dangerous.
Right, or like when I'm doing like braiding someone's hair or
Mm.
Yeah.
scratching your eye.
rubbing my
Yeah.
face.
hmm I
All
get it.
those normal
I'm just glad I
activities.
have my spike nails on right now. They're perfect for this.
Yeah, so you look around with the light, and you're in this like almost like a little fissure at the bottom, almost like it was cut into the ground. And the way like forward is like blocked by this rubble that's falling down. You can't even see like far up. Like where it is, to like where the ground was. Like you see like your bits of armor and it's like dented. You have no idea like how you survived, or like what happened. But you just see like pools of blood like where the rock is. But you're all seemingly fine and healthy and like fully rested. Everyone roll me a perception check.
I'm gonna roll you perception without a negative modifier.
I
Yeah.
have a plus 11.
Oh, look
to
what
my
happens when I get rid of my negative modifier. Suddenly roll.
I'm gonna miss those zeros.
I missed the negative. I missed the negatives.
So yeah, Sayele and everyone but Seraphina basically. You will notice like on your clothing somewhere, you've gotten these like little, you got like someone has stuck what looks to be like a little button on you. It's like it's almost like a large like quarter like that big, and it has just like this pattern on it. It looks kind of like either like a mushroom or like a rose fungal mushroom, and it's all just pinned on you. You also noticed on Seraphina, Kieran, in like her backpack, in like her fanny pack, there's like a note, like a piece of paper sticking out.
Okay. Kieran's not gonna say anything about that. I mean, Kieran's very much of the, everyone's got their secrets.
That's what you assume, that it's a secret and not a note left to us by someone, so you're just not gonna tell me.
I mean, Kieran's just like, it's not no. Kieran's got like.
Kieran's the type
Kieran's
of guy who
very,
doesn't
like-
tell his friend that his fly is unzipped. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's a new look.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, no, I mean,
Does anyone remember what
Kieran wouldn't think,
happened?
just like Kieran wouldn't think to like, okay, there's a note, but like, it's a piece
Probably
of paper.
got some woman secrets on it.
I mean, it's probably got like her spell stuff on it. And like, I don't want Neil getting all
Her
fucking.
makeup tips.
The lesbian manifesto, just written all in that one piece of paper. It's the true gay agenda.
Well,
she
what
got.
what he will do is he'll go up to Sayali and be like, hey, you got some stuff sticking out of your fanny pack. You know, if you may want to keep that hidden in case Neil, like, I don't know, thinks it's. We don't want Neil going on another bat guano rant.
Speaking of back guano, we just got to find favor. I don't know where I linked that to.
Hey!
So
Someone
thank
in a
you.
guano.
Thank you for that. Super awesome. The lizard has blessed you with its divine saliva. And yeah, and also the chat as well. So we're gonna go from Seraphina round. So I'm gonna roll a D left 4. I always roll fucking ones. What the fuck? Roll me a D6.
It's okay, Neil. We're never we'll never get them
I just
right.
need to like make you guys like one, because then I'm gonna roll. You're gonna roll one. Supernatural protection guarantees success on any one saving throw. I can just.
That's useful.
The best one for our campaign.
I really want to know how many saving rolls we've had, saving throws we've had.
If we
There
had
you
a
go.
saving
Post it
throw
down in the
counter,
chat for you. So, thank you so much for that, and yeah,
Oh, by the way, new drinking game for the chat. Every time we make a saving throw, every time
God.
Sally or Neil goes down.
it's 12:30 in the afternoon my time, my dude. People
It's a great
watching in
time.
the Americas are going to die.
It's a great time to start.
Is that your lunch break? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I was in Vegas and people were starting at like 8 a.m. So
Vegas isn't
True.
real.
It's true.
Vegas is not a real.
They were not
place.
starting at 8 a.m. They had started 2 days before at 5 p.m.
It's true. They were just continuing. So yeah, you notice that you have something sticking out, as Kieran has suggested. Say hello. Seraphina.
is it Serafina or Sayeli that had it?
Seraphina.
Oh, okay. I say that's a Serafina.
I look down and I pull the paper out and I read it secretly.
What you got there?
I don't know.
It's a bunch of dirty people. I'm joking.
It's a dick!
Notice how she puts it back in her pocket. Oh, it's a dick!
Medieval dick pics, like artistic.
It's an
You've been
oil
vis-
painting of a phallus.
We've been visited by
Oil
Jester.
painting. Oh god. Yeah. So you look at him, and what languages do you speak?
I speak. Last time my languages weren't in here, so I had to go back and double check. I speak Common and Orc.
Okay. Okay. You cannot read this.
Neil,
Yeah.
I have a strange letter here that I just found in my fanny pack. I cannot read it. I hand it to him.
I'll put on my helm of comprehending languages.
You do.
It
It's
has really. There's a picture of it in the DMG, and it's got these really wise eyes. So it's like an owl. I'm like,
So what I'm hearing is this whole time that you've been putting on this helmet is this big dorky like goggle. I've missed so many opportunities.
I was picturing, like a elegant hat.
Yeah, I was thinking like a helm type thing, like
it's
heroic.
a full headset.
it's a lot like in Watchmen. You know the owl guy. It's a lot like
Okay.
his gear, but it's
Oh,
metal.
that's
It's a
kind of
helmet.
cool.
It's got
I've
big
never seen like
TMI.
any movie ever, so I don't know what
Nice.
that is.
So
I've never seen it.
that's really sad. Watch it.
Any movie
Watch
ever.
it. So yeah, you read it, and it's it says to all of you who promised me aid, I have rescued you from this dismal situation upon my cell being broken. Whatever you did freed me and yourselves, although the area which I found you You were half dead. Hopefully, if you're reading this and you have recovered, you're alive. Please meet me at Erelhei-Cinlu, just north of here.
Oh my god.
I will be in the foreigners' ghetto. I have given you all badges to my house, so minimal questioning will be asked, but you will still be interrogated. You must make your way there, and we must talk. One for me thanking you for saving me, and one because I need your aid. And it just says, Xianlu.
Does my character know anything about this place?
Run me a history check.
Better roll good.
What's the name of the place that we're meeting him at?
Erelhei-Cinlu. Erelhi-Cinlu.
Perfect.
Wow, you're such a good speller.
Well, I don't want to brag, but I
know you want to
did
spell.
extensive research on Erelhei-Cinlu.
I was gonna say Sean is a wealth of knowledge.
I think I'm going to
13.
actually use my inspiration to give myself that 26 on my history check.
Nice. Yeah. Erelhei-Cinlu, or the Vault of the Drow, is one of the many Drow cities in the Underdark or in the Feydark. It is a walled-off city that is almost a metropolis of not only the Drow but of other races, people, fey creatures, even denizens of the Underdark. There is a noble sector as well, past some walls, past the flying bridge. It is rumored to be one of the main kind of like powerhouses of the demoness Loaf, that has a Fane, an egg Fane in there. They do welcome all within the walls, as long as you abide by the rules and do not interfere with trade and whatever happens behind them. And now that you're reading this, you're just like, Xianlu. And now you recognize it because at the name, it does the same sigil that's on the pin. And now you recognize the sigil. The sigil is of the Terminator house.
That's one of the drow houses in
Yes.
Erelhei-Cinlu.
Yes.
So
And then, like regular drow stuff, as well.
this is the Vault of the Drow, from the Gary Gygax first edition adventure, part of the Against the Giants Drow series.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also featured in Dead Gods, the Monty Cook second edition Playscape adventure. So.
You can also find it in the Dragon Magazine 298.
Yes. And in fourth edition, you will also find it in, I believe, the Underdark Sourcebook. So.
There you go.
I just want Loth to rip off all of my limbs because I love her so much.
That's not an expression of love.
Yes, it is. For women, it is.
And then
So
replace them with
Bailey-
spider powers.
We don't
You can
kink
throw me
shame
down a
here,
flight of
Neil.
stairs.
That's true. There's a rule I've put in.
I just don't want to see Sally become just like a torso. That was
Honestly, though, I would be just the one stop.
But she'd
for
be so
Loth.
happy. She'd be such a happy torso.
no, that's Sally's. She's got it
No.
all backwards.
So do you read this out to
Yeah.
the rest of us? And
Oh, yeah.
or let us know about what you
Oh,
know?
did you hear that, Kieran? Did you hear? I look at Neil. That good deed we did, stopping in to check.
I still don't trust him.
The last time
Clearly,
we
he
had
Looks like you were wrong, and Neil and I were right. Yes.
No, see, what I see here is someone who needs us and saved us out of circumstance.
Sally's gonna pull out her second
Another.
fanny pack, her other fanny pack. She's gonna be like, "Well, I mean, we've made it farther than the last member of our guild to come here.
Say
By
what?
the way, I found this while
Gasp.
you were drowning in the ooze.
Also, as well, I should mention as well. It also tells you to meet the foreigners ghetto at an inn called the Black Widow.
Oh, I love it.
Foreigners. Yeah, we're gonna be foreigners.
Why is it that everyone just seems to need something from us? Like, can these people
Because-
not do anything for themselves?
Because we are strong and they are
Because
weak.
we are able-bodied adventurers.
I haven't gotten the impression that a lot of the creatures who live here are weak. Especially the ones that we have met.
All the more testament to our prowess that we are wanted to defeat such strong and capable creatures.
I just really feel like everyone here is too lazy to do it themselves.
might be
That's
right.
why they pay mercenaries, right?
While we're on this journey of fanny packs, though, does anyone know anyone in our guild that had the initials C and S?
Do I?
Don't remember any rogues that have died recently.
C and S or just CS?
C, then the letter S.
Yeah.
Like initials, kind of like how mine has a C.
CS Lewis, perhaps?
Ah, yes, our famous guild bard, C.S. Lewis.
Fucking hate C.S. Lewis.
Well, he's dead
Whoa.
now, I guess.
Whoa!
Well, I personally
will
love
not
C.S.
stand for this
I
C.S.
personally
Lewis.
love C.S. Lewis. I'm doing a bit here, okay? Narnia was my entry, my gateway drug to books, okay?
Sounds like someone's fishing.
Do I recognize the initial CS? As someone who is like pretty high up in the guild. Like,
So
I
you're
was,
pretty
like, really
popular.
good
You're
friends.
like
Yeah.
I was really good friends with Barbara.
I'm sure you would know people who died too. I think you probably get like that. Oh, so
I
this
get a
person hasn't
chart
been back
every
in, like,
week.
10 months.
Yeah, people do that.
Every week? How many guild members of our? I thought we were strong and esteemed. Do we just get like a packet every week of like the 30 people who die?
Oh, well,
I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's
people
not
die, more
necessarily
people
that
come
someone's
in.
died every week, but maybe like injuries, like health insurance claims.
As the cleric warrior, you do
disputes.
all of the insurance. You have to call them and be like, no, they need the other prosthetic leg. It's a necessity for war.
Yeah, I also am HR at the guild, so I.
Let me a history check.
Okay. Anytime people were like relationships, that sort of thing.
Oh wow, so you're also
Oh!
Those guild checklists came in handy.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the problem. We're gonna get into a fight later, and you're all gonna roll ones.
I know who
Yeah.
C.S. Lewis is, but I can't fight.
Mm.
That's what I'm banking on. You guys are just, shooting crit all out the gate. So, a number of people with C.S. Lewis. I mean, many have died, and and some hasn't come back. None that particularly you would know. I mean, the list is long and varied, right? None that had disappeared in strange circumstance. But yeah, I mean that's the majority of it, really. You're just not sure at this time.
The initials CS, they do sound familiar, but I can't think of anyone who disappeared under mysterious circumstances, someone whose death was unusual.
So what I'm hearing is this Mordenkainen fellow is just throwing Gilded Glaive members at this temple, hoping that one of them would succeed. We should have asked some.
May I
papers.
see the fanny pack?
I mean, I already have one.
The CS one, not
Well,
yours.
yes.
Okay.
You can have this one. You don't have one anymore. You take hold of the fanny packs.
It's true, I gave my fanny pack away. When I touch the fanny pack, do I get any special if I smell it, will the scent trigger a memory?
Probably smells like acid.
What does it smell like?
I mean, yeah, it smells like acid. But yeah, it also do you tell them how you found it?
I found it on a corpse.
What did the corpse look like? Was he
Really?
like super corpsey? Was he skeleton-y? Was he mummified?
So it's been like 2 weeks, and I've had a really rough 2 weeks. So I'm gonna ask the DM for just a small reminder.
We saw the corpse, right? We just got there after.
But yeah, by the time you found it, it was like slumped over, so you had found the fanny pack basically like on like the long like kind of like from shoulder downwards, like kind of worn
The way
like
Kieran
that.
holds it, wears it.
Yes,
The European way.
the European way.
The proper way.
It goes right over your fanny.
Well, we
Which
put-
fanny do you choose?
Roll a perception check, and now that you're like inspecting it more closely, Sabrina.
Looking at it with my special eyes.
Is it perception or
My breath.
investigation? For 12.
Can I help her?
Help me.
Sure, yeah.
Can I roll my own?
Do I get advantage?
Then
then?
that's not helping.
Oh yeah. So then just let her.
You did not help.
Give it to me then, you dork. I can tell probably.
You've had it
What
this whole
happens?
time.
You
I've
both
been
like
busy
fight over it, and that's why you
knocked out
can't tell anything.
You
Exactly.
just break.
You're just like pulling it back and forth.
Hand it back to me. You're a fool. Let me tell you what I can find.
Okay.
Kieran pulls out Bale's dagger, which is a long. So it's like I've got a solution to this.
Just kidding. I can.
We cut it in
I'll
half.
cut the baby in half.
Man. So-
You got my reference.
You should get rid of that dagger.
It's not even real. It's all a lie. Nothing is real.
So
Dagger's
you
fucking epic, Neil, don't you dare
you,
touch
you
it.
look it over and you realize that the acid seems to have like almost like or the acid or something seems to have like rubbed away at the R a bit. That it kind of looked like a crude S, but it was like probably like a different letter entirely.
Oh.
Around the chest. Hey, Kieran, what is your last name?
Not does not start with an S.
Well, what does it start with?
I
E?
don't know.
Starts with an R. Your last name is Ramshorn.
I mean, that's kind of self-given.
Is it so self-given, perhaps, that it would be etched on a fanny pack and given to you by the guild?
Possibly yes. Did I die here? Is that
I mean, how many times did you die, Kieran?
I think we established 40.
Well,
But I thought it had an S on it.
Just curious. I mean, I have a G on mine, and it doesn't look anything like a G. I also wear my fanny pack around my fanny.
But I don't see how an R could look like an S.
Do? You're just inviting pickpockets doing it like that.
I would love to
depends
see a
on what
pickpocket
fanny.
try me, Neil.
You can't see behind you. Just saying.
that's not the
I-
only fanny.
I also have blind sense. Watch someone touch my ass. Watch someone touch my ass and live to tell the tale.
So what are you guys doing?
I guess
moving
we're heading
forward.
out.
Is there
Wait,
a
so-
way? Is there a way out? So we're in like a fissure. You said we can't see above us. Is there any place that looks like we could?
Yeah, you can move forward. Yeah, you can't go back because this was like a cave in, but you can move forward. That little animal is with you unless you're like,
I was
you know,
gonna say, is
has let
Kieran's
go.
dog still alive?
Kieran just got it by the scruff.
throat.
He's just got it by the scruff at this moment. He's like, oh yeah, I've had this weird lizard. Have either of you ever seen anything like this?
I don't
Pulled it
know.
up by the scruff.
Is it dangerous? And Sally's
I don't
gonna
know.
use her claw
Does-
hand to reach towards it.
Doesn't do anything. It just seems to like lap at your hand when it gets
What
close.
a strange little creature. Are those
my
pockets
goodness.
glowing on it?
Yes, it does seem to be glowing.
Can I see it, Kieran?
Yeah, sure. And I dump it in Sally's arms.
Yeah, it's like a little puppy basically. Like it just like seems to like it's like super hyper and like starts licking. It'll start licking you. It oozes out this like luminescent liquid on your hands from its like body.
But it doesn't hurt me.
No, that's far as you know.
Not as far as I know. Fuck it! Sally will hold on to the mysterious dog.
Okay, yeah. You just hyper in your hand.
Oh, beautiful. Is it like corgi sized? Is it like tiny poodle sized?
It's like a corgi. It's like a big like fish mouth, like a long like has like just like gums on teeth, like long kind of like serpentine tongue, has like little like side eyes.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Sally has this. I'll just hold on to the dog creature until we get to this keep. We'll find out what it is.
Yeah,
I
yeah, go ahead.
have a plan for when we start walking.
Let's start walking.
I'm gonna walk behind Sally. I'm gonna prove.
Don't try. It's not gonna work.
You're gonna lose your hand.
I'm gonna pick her pocket from the backwards fanny pack, just to prove that it's a bad idea. Okay.
Just to prove to myself.
I'm gonna look at the others and be like, shh, watch.
Roll your sleight of hand.
All right, I have a +1, but I assume I have advantage because because the fanny pack is on the wrong side. Is that
Except
right?
I have
No
blind-
advantage.
He's got blind sense.
I have blind sense. I can see invisible creatures, Neil. Do you think I can't see you touching my ass? Try it. Do a
No,
roll. Do a
I'm
roll.
going to get the bag of guano out of your
Roll
thing.
against my
So
passive
obsessed with
perception.
this bat poop.
I got a 2, so that's a natural
That's a
1.
natural-
You did
one.
not get a 2. You got a crit fail with
So-
a difference.
So
Against my 21 passive perception. My 21 passive perception.
Oh,
so you sense you're playing with this dog and you sense Neil going towards a pocket, and you feel the pocket he's going towards is one where you keep like your acidic and poisonous ingredients.
No.
She doesn't do a single fucking thing.
You
She actually like takes us like a slower gait, so he has a chance to like reach it.
you
'Cause she knows
prostrate
there's,
closer towards him. He's like,
she knows there's a thin needle in there to like puncture things. Just a very thin, long needle that he can just reach in there and poke.
There's like a buzzsaw.
you put your finger in there, you feel this jab, and you take like 1 point of damage.
Ow!
It's like burning
How did
your
that
finger.
feel, Neil? How did that feel?
How did it feel?
How did that feel, Neil?
I feel humbled.
Just so you know, there's normally poison on there. You got extremely lucky.
All right. Okay. I learned my lesson. But I'm gonna eye the fanny pack
Good
like
lesson in life in general, outside of just Sally. Don't stick your hands in other people's things when you don't know what's in there.
Don't creep up behind him like a weirdo.
Please
dude.
don't reach into my ass
You
pockets
might-
ever again.
You might find pocket pudding, and
So-
that's just gross.
Pocket
So-
pudding.
So moving on.
Pocket pudding.
Moving on, as we hear the discussion of pocket pudding through this fissure, and as you're kind of all walking forward, and moving on, you get to what looks to be this like large like a kind of gash in like the stone, and people seem to be coming from the south up to the north, and you can see there's like this long line of people. Some of them have like carts, some of them have like bigger versions of these like lizard things that they're using as like beasts of burden to like either ride on or like push their cart. And you see what looks to be like deep gnomes, some humans, some like dwarfs and like Draugr, just like in chains, like being pulled along in like some are like kept in cages in his carts, some are being like pulled along, and you just see like some other like humans or like a massive amount of like drow, just like walking along this like pathway as well, and like fineries, either like on these like weird lizard creatures, or just like walking, and it seems to be all walking towards this like large like monolithic tower. And as you kind of get out of this like long bend, you step forward, and you see this immense You're in this immense hemispherical cyst deep within the ground. The crust is over 6 miles long and nearly as broad as its mineral vein. Ceiling has risen more than 5,000 fathoms above the crystal-strewn floor. Near the zenith of the dome is a huge mass of turquoise, which is slowly decaying and transforming into lacerite that glows like a ghostly plum-colored, illuminating all of the area now. It glows like a moon in its fermented state. The lights of this subterranean sky reflect in the dark waters of just like off in like the distance. You kind of see like this like large like snaking like pitchy water that seems to be like snaking on, and like way off in the distance where everyone seems to be going towards, the ground seems to move forward and up, and there seems to be this like large like rocky mound where everyone seems to be walking to this large black pillar. And there's just this line of people like moving on.
Oh, well, this
Do
is
they
a lot
seem to
like all-
notice any of us as we come around the bend?
Yep, some people notice you. Some of like the people who are in chains, who are in these like rags, like stare at you but like move on. The people who are in like fine dress, like just look at you and kind of like move on. No one seems to be paying you any mind.
And they're all drow?
Some drow, some humans, some deep gnomes, some droga who are walking. Also versions of them as well are also chained in chains and stuff like that.
We're going to the foreign quarter, right? We're supposed to meet somebody at the Black Widow.
I thought it was headed in the north.
Does anyone look particularly shady?
Everyone.
Everyone.
We're underground.
Bailey's going to
There's a-
just kind of say a little bit loud, like in the thieves' camp. She's gonna be like, I wonder where we can find the foreign quarters here. See if anyone like looks at her.
No one pays you any mind.
I look at her. Sally, what language were you speaking just now?
I was just trying to see if anyone spoke another language besides Drow. It is not anything to concern yourselves with.
No one seems to be paying you any mind.
I speak
Perhaps
Elvish.
if we go deeper into the central town area, there will be a kiosk or an information desk
Or a
or
guard.
Or a
Guards
store.
generally know.
A store, perhaps, so I can buy new things.
Why do you need new things?
Do you have money?
Yes. Doesn't everyone have money?
I don't seem to have much on me left now.
What do you need?
Because we haven't gotten paid for this stupid job yet.
You still got that chip that was given to you. And that
We have the
leaflet.
check for 5,000.
Why didn't we go cash it?
We can cash it here. I'm sure there's a bank somewhere.
I doubt it means anything here.
Garen, please lower your
People are now watching you as you're like shouting and like people are like looking at you. So
please
move
lower your
away.
voice. Let's go. Let's stop standing on the edge of the town like a bunch of weirdos. Let's go.
I need a leash for my new dog.
We don't
Okay.
know. We don't know what these lizards are. That could be someone's baby. You don't
It's a
want to
dog.
leave someone's baby.
It is my new pet dog.
So
Thank
that'd
you,
be
That could be
Seraphina.
a baby. That could be someone's baby.
Okay, well now it's my baby, Seraphina, and he will be put on a leash. I don't get very many nice things, and this is very nice.
I have concerns. I don't.
I
agree.
lost my hand a week ago.
Just
And it's
you
fine
know,
now.
just so we're aware, you have to feed it and walk it and clean up after it. I have to do any of those things once.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Is it any of your business, Neil?
Well, if it's our
What's
dog,
it?
our pet, then we should name it.
It's not our pet.
Kieran's walking into
town.
town.
Sally is
Why not?
following, going like, we'll come up with a name as the time seems fit.
I'm having a really bad name day, so I'll just
Grapes.
brainstorm names and
Trash compactor.
So
We could just call it. We could call it afternoon snack.
trash compactor.
man.
Yeah.
So as you're walking, Sally, this thing, you feel this like warm, substance
peed on
like
you.
start like slapping on you and like your
I peed on
arms.
you.
It's like this like vibrant, luminescent like green.
Peed green on you.
It just seems to
Peed
be
out.
like this like thick substance.
So Sally still has some rope, so she's gonna like set the little dude down, and she's gonna like tie a little harness, like wipe her hands, and be like, "All right, you're gonna walk for a while."
Your hands are like glowing. It's like with colour.
Fantastic! It's fantastic. It's fine. Good thing I don't have dark vision. This will just help me out. Thank you, my sweet pet.
And it like nips at you and like yelps and then like moves forward with you. And you guys are traveling along this like long, what looks to be like pathway road, because you see, you know, carts and like people riding these like long like lizards as well. And as you're moving forward, you see just this like large like black tower in front of you. As you get closer, you guys were walking for maybe like 20-30 minutes. And as you were going, you were just hearing people like speaking like weird like languages, that like no one like really hears unless anyone speaks like Dwarven or Undercommon or something like that.
Is there any
anyone
abyssal
speaking
orc
orc?
or goblin?
No,
Well, I speak Elvish, or any of them,
no one's speaking Elvish. Yeah,
or Draconic.
I mean, if you have your
You
helm,
don't
if
have
you
any.
have your helm on, then you can.
Oh yeah, I'll
probably
put on
hear.
my helmet.
But you're hearing people basically say like, "Oh, I hope they let us in. I know the checkpoint's been very picky lately. Yes, the conflict happening within the walls is very disturbing, but good for business. Yes, death always brings business. Yes, I hope we get some at least new chattel soon. I need to sell some more people at the slave markets. Yes, are you going to the grand arena tonight? Well, if I can get in, that is. I would have to keep bribing people. I need money for booze and whores. Well, don't we all? And then they start like laughing, like
I'll tell them to get all that stuff.
Who said that?
Seraphina, it is none of your. We are not to question the lifestyle.
Seraphina went in Rome. I don't even know what Rome
Neil,
is.
who said that? Who said that, Neil?
I don't know if I want to tell you because you're gonna go there and
Neil, have I ever
Was-
done anything rash?
problems.
Yes, you have. You have
Neil,
so
I was
much.
talking to Neil.
I'm here too.
You named our dog Trash Compactor, and I think that was a little rash. But
That is
Yeah.
not
You-
our pet's name.
You tried to
did.
fight a well.
we could call
I
it
thought it-
TC for short.
I was thinking something nicer. I'm in the process of thinking up something very pleasant. Thank you. Don't.
Hey, maybe somebody in the chat has a good name for the pet.
Oh, good
oh,
call.
cool.
Yeah.
But what are you guys doing as this is happening? So I can't
I'm
keep
looking
on
for a
track.
shop. I'm
I
wondering.
am
Like,
super mad.
you're just walking straight at the moment. There's like two like large like once again like almost like a little like ridge. You guys are walking in between that, like going towards this like black spire.
We could buy some slaves and free them.
Or I can spend my money on something nice.
Yeah, I mean
That is
yeah,
nice. Nothing nicer.
Look,
Why do we need to go shopping? Why don't we just go to
Kieran-
You guys, well, before you decide on where you want to go first, you guys need to like make it towards the Black Tower first. So you guys need to get past the
Oh,
checkpoint.
you have to get
You
past
need
the
to like move forward before you can
Yeah.
decide.
I mean,
Poor
Kieran,
DM.
you gotta keep
The
going.
poor DM is desperately trying to get.
Kieran,
I would
Kieran-
just start cutting off conversation.
He's
Is
just
there
like,
a-
please go.
Kieran is going forward towards
Is
the
there like
checkpoint.
a queue? Is this like immigration? Is there going to be like a queue where
Basically,
everyone's
that's
gonna,
where
like,
you see all these
stand
like people walking in the same direction.
for? Let's stand in the queue.
That's where you
Let's
heard the
get in line.
conversation. That's where you heard the conversations
Do
happening.
you think these buttons will get us in any faster?
Yes.
Well, you guys stay here, hold our spot. I'm gonna go flash our button.
I think we still have to wait
Congrats.
in line before we can flash our button.
I mean, does anyone else here have buttons on them?
Don't we all have that?
Some of the Drow do.
Some of the drow.
Some of the Drow.
Are they-
Some
are they
of like
waiting
the
in line as
Draugr.
well?
They are waiting in line. Yeah.
And it did say in the letter that we should prepare to be interrogated.
They can try to interrogate me all they want. Kieran like pulls his maul.
Got their answers right here. So you're all walking forward and like you're waiting. The people who were talking kind of like walk on. The opportunity to interact with them kind of like moves away from you.
Well, Neil wouldn't tell me who was talking, so I didn't.
And as you're like moving towards this like black spire, you see on like either side of like this like ridge, this like large like obviously like human made. Well, not human made, but like person made, like walls. And you see like these like drow soldiers, all women in like this like bright kind of like silver and like purple armor, just like walking on top of like the walls, or like based at the bottom of the walls, watching everyone with their bright luminous like either like bright blue or like purple eyes. Just like watching as everyone comes in. You'll have like these high ponytails that like accentuate their like long silvery hair. And as you kind of walk up, there's like long like large steps, like 30 steps. You finally get to like this like black tower at the base of it, and the base of it is just this like large like circular room. It has maybe like 4 of these guards in here, and there's just a table. And there is this like female drow, beautiful, and when they're like, you can tell they're female because of their bust, but they look very androgynous, like in certain angles where they move their head. They have the sides of their hair shaven, apart from just like a long like kind of like side down, and they kind of have it tied back. You see two of the guards like standing either side of them, and she's just sitting down at this table, thumbing through. It looks like silver and gold as people are walking through, and then it gets like your turn, and she's just like, Neil, as you have your helm on, you kind of all walk forward, and she kind of sees all of you, and then she speaks in common. Why have you come to Erelhei-Cinlu? Do you have any papers?
I immediately step forward.
Names?
Hello. Yes. We have been invited here by Prince. Let me check my note.
Erelhei-Cinlu.
Thank you, Neil. Prince Erelhei-Cinlu himself. We are his esteemed and very important guests.
Names,
and
affiliation?
I rub my pin.
Roll me perception. Roll me persuasion with
roll a seduction check.
My god!
With advantage.
What am I? Do you say persuasion?
Persuasion, yeah. You can make this a seduction check if you want. So she looks at you, kind of gives you like an eyebrow raise. Name? Are you by yourself? Do you have any affiliations within Erelhei?
My name is Serafina, and I am here with my colleagues, Sally, Kieran, and Neil. And we are affiliated with the Prince.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
She doesn't acknowledge you. The woman next to her, who's like standing by the chair, is like writing this down. And she just.
Cute too? Are they both cute?
They're all very attractive, yeah. Like very like androgynous and like very strong women. And she just kind of like, she has like a dagger and a few like gold coins, and she just says, "You're here to see who exactly?"
Prince Erelhei-Cinlu.
Erelhei-Cinlu.
She gets like a book, and she like flips through it. You see like someone behind you, like you hear them say like, "Come on, God, you fucking aliens."
I turn around and I grip my maul.
Like, only Neil hears this. Only Neil hears this because it was like some like Droga who was like saying it. He was like waiting impatiently behind you.
I'll just turn and be like, "Hi, no, we'll be done in a second."
Just like,
I tap the pin again. I tap our
she flips over and she just says, "There have been no reports of Erelhei-Cinlu coming back, or reports of him being missing and dead." Then the one
supposed to be going to the Black Widow. I don't know. I think we kind of saved his life.
She looks over at the person like next to her, like the person like kneels down and like whispers something in like undercommon. You can try and hear if you want for a perception check, Neil. And she kind of looks at all of you. What are your affiliations?
With the Gilded Glaive, it's like a mercenary thing.
Ah, the Gilded Glaive, right? Okay.
Hmm.
Fine.
Yep. Just here to see your
Also-
great city.
A
Looks
small,
great.
a small question before we enter. And Sally bends down and lifts up her small dog. What is this?
Oh, you've found a lumen lizard. Congratulations. She
Interesting.
says sarcastically.
Okay. What do they eat? Just so I can keep it alive. It's quite fun.
Sally, I think we can figure all of that out once we've gone through the gate.
Fine. She sets it back down and like holds the leash. Can we
So-
go through now?
Fine, but since you're with the Gilded Glaive, you will need to sign these forms 1 through A. Just
I
making
read
sure
the forms in detail.
they're in Undercommon and Dragon.
Neil, translate these forms for me in detail.
I will.
You looking through, you basically it's basically an agreement that with unfavored affiliation, you will not interfere
Unfavored affiliation?
in any legal proceedings or how the city may run. If you tamper in any city guard dealings, that you will be subject to full extent of the law, where all your rights may be stripped upon you and you'll be given into service of slavery or
Oops.
death or entertainment.
Now, it's important to note that is this how you treat all affiliations? Because I don't seem to be quite as affiliated with the Gilded Glaive anymore after they have completely fucked me over.
Well, we see you still carry their moniker of fanny pack.
It's an easy satchel. It holds pet food for my lizard.
Well, seeing as how that is the affiliation that the person who you're with stated with you, that is what we're going to go with. And
Are there any other
This is fine. We can all sign it. We promise we won't do anything that interferes with your laws. I think that is a fair assessment. We are simply here on a peace
Yes.
mission, and we would never interfere with your laws.
Yes, we are not going to interfere with any laws yet, correct, Seraphina?
Yes,
Kieran,
yes,
you're
we
being
understand.
very weird and suspicious. Please stop talking and sign the document.
We get it. We get it. You have slaves and you like whores. She signs it. and,
Yeah,
like,
I mean, Kieran also signs.
she also
slaves and
asks
whores.
how long you're going
Months.
to be staying here.
Hopefully, very short time.
Do we have to say how long we're staying here?
Just
Mm,
long enough to
okay.
hit the shops and meet the prince and feed the lizard, and then we will be out. Don't worry.
We are here for as long as the prince requires of us.
Oh my goodness. Can I walk through this doorway now? I have to go to the bathroom very badly.
Although it looks so lovely, we may never want to leave.
Shut up, Neil. Can I please go through this gateway?
She just kind of like ignores you, Sayali, and just kind of says, "Fine." A stipend of 100 gold pieces apiece, I think, is fair enough for your entry fee.
I consider that to be completely unfair because we are, and I point to the pin, being asked here by the prince. It is not our choice to come here. We are esteemed.
The noble houses do not supersede the high priestess's laws in the Fane of Loaf, and the city laws is
Can we
that all
just-
who come through must pay. I am giving you a discounted fee.
Can you charge it to the noble house?
I can give you a receipt that you will need to go to the palace of Almaraz, where you will need to pay that fee in total. If you have any money you wish to have documented, you can have that put there and your fee will be taken out.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And Sally takes a step towards the leaving this gated area.
Yeah,
But
two
by the
people
way,
step in front of you. But she also says, please adorn these green cloaks that signify you aliens upon our city.
Piff waffwees. All right. Whoosh. I put mine on.
Good bless you.
That's what they're
Here's, like,
called.
Before
They're called
we go in,
Waffles.
we were told to go to the foreigners ghetto and meet him at the Black Widow. Where would that be?
I'm sure this is information they don't need to know. We can figure it out. Let's go.
We need to know where to go, so we gotta ask someone.
There are a number of signs that you will be able to get to. You please make your way down
I told you
these
that.
steps down to the Great Gate. That is where all foreigners and aliens are allowed in. If you try to enter the main gate, you will be killed on sight.
Got it. Good. Cool. Kieran takes his cloak and goes through.
I follow.
As we walk through, Sally is going to lean over to Kieran and go, I bet the prince didn't want them to know that we have, that he has been saved. So I'm sure he'll be
Then
quite...
he should.
He literally said to say that in the letter.
Yeah, he should have said something in his letter. To be honest, that's his fault. That's just his fault if he wanted that.
The
I'm going
badges
through.
that we have on are literally to his house. So I don't think he gave anything away.
If he didn't want anything said, he should have said something in the
Can
letter.
we go to the tax bureau first so we can take care of the fee thing?
We don't have the gold.
We have we have the receipt. She said we can exchange it for money.
No, this is the receipt that we need to pay money.
She also said if we needed to get access to money, we would do it at the tax house, didn't she?
She did.
She said.
Are
if we
they going
needed
to honor? Sorry. We have the upfront payment from our original job. Yes.
Of 5,000 gold. Yes, I have
Yes.
it here, and I pull it
Will
out.
they honor that here?
Yes.
We are in a completely different realm.
We
Gold is
might as well
gold.
try because we have to pay the fee regardless.
Okay. All right. Fine.
After the 400 gold, let me think about the math here.
We could always just get the prince to pay for it. I feel like
Well,
if he's a prince.
if we do it this way, we'll each have about 1,150 gold pieces each, and
I
I
don't
can
think we
buy
should
my...
pull. I don't think we should pull the full 5,000 out. That seems like.
I'm not leaving it in a drow bank, are you? You have a suitcase of holding.
I do have a suitcase.
Now, can we please get this money so I can buy
Yes.
something?
Let's go.
Thank
Let's go.
you.
Let Neil agrees. Let's go to the bank.
I guess Karen's just like, oh, fine, okay.
So you're walking, you're walking on, and as you're walking on, you're seeing the pathways and you see signs in numerous languages. At the very bottom is common. That just states Great Gate this way, and has like a little like spiderweb arrow, kind of like indicate where you should go. You guys are going on, and as you're going on, you guys walk past this like large barracks structure. And you see all of like you see a number of like female guards walking around as well, and all have their scimitars. Some of them are like riding these like luminous lizards, and you all seem to be like going off towards this like
Big lizards?
big ones, yeah. And you all seem to be going off towards like this like what looks to be like the female barracks, and it just kind of says that these kind of female barracks are like the main barracks of like the area, and then like almost like some ways off. That's fine, you can go. Like some ways off, you see the same kind of barrack system, but you also see like a male version of this as well. They're separated almost like west and east, like very far apart. And as you kind of move up forward, you see this like large like walled structure that seems to go up like hundreds of feet. You see that on this like walled structure are numerous statues of like what looks to be loaf, and statuettes of just like female guards in like various positions. And you see that your ways you have to bend all the way around, and you have to go all the way down to like the northwest. And as you kind of move on forward and make your way to Erelhei-Cinlu, let me read a little blurb that comes with it. Looking out like a degenerate lover upon the homeland of the drow, as it has for centuries within its black walls foment all manner of evils. disparities, and addictions. A 30-foot high wall of black stone surrounds the city on the east, south, and west, with 11 square towers, placed at irregular intervals around its length. The wall to the north is 50 feet high and made of smooth, perfectly joined stone, which runs along the banks of the pitchy flow. 2 gates to the south and 1 to the north give access to the city. A perimeter wall walk links both the city gates and elven towers, protected by accentuated battlements. The wall walk crawls with groups of drow warriors on patrol. Travelers enter Silahu through the Great Gate, as you already know. A broad stone structure 4 stories high, crowned with rooftop battlements. Elaborate stone carved figures of demons and monsters lair from the piled stones of exterior, while the entryways you guys can see through the holes of the gate hold statues of various designs. The 2 larger of the quartet, the females, face each other across the entry arc, holding tall, narrow-bladed axes. The 2 smaller figures, the male, face out into the vault, gripping their thin swords with both hands. And as you guys get closer, you see more of the people now who are more humanoid. Like, you have the dwarves, the humans, even some now that you've kind of like all kind of like congregated into like one mass of like traveling party, you see some like bugbears as well, and like goblins. It's all like traveling to this area. And as you get through, the gate kind of rises up, and no one seems to like question you. Everyone kind of checks your papers, kind of stamps down. Looks to be like spiderweb purple sigil, and you all let through without any more discourse. And as you're kind of let in, you see this like myriad, almost like where you remember your old city being. It's a metropolis of people. You see drow, humans, dwarfs, draugr. You see bugbears all walking, talking, moving to and fro. There are food. There are smells of food being cooked. Just sounds of people talking, music. It's a bustling city. And you see to the east is where the sign says the foreign ghetto.
Do we see the bank?
No.
Do we see any signs about the bank?
Yeah. If you continue on like looking around, you see that there is like a number of like key points for like the city, and you see the palace of Almarif, the tax collector of the city. That's where you're supposed to go.
Well, let's try there and see what we can do.
Seems as good of a place to start as any. Let us go forth. I begin walking.
Sally and her new friend, who I'm still going through name generators for.
Trash
We're gonna
compactor.
keep walking.
Trash.
Piss
Compact.
simulator.
What does Neil have against this lizard dog creature?
I like it. No, just that's the name.
I'm the pet of the group.
Garbage.
Oh,
boy.
is that? Oh, I'm getting a little weird about.
Mountain Dew. You
That's a
can
good
name him
idea.
Mountain Dew because his piss is green.
God, no, he's a sweet boy. He needs a sweet name.
Mountain Dew throwback. It's the best.
Charles.
I'm looking through names. Y'all just give me a second.
Okay, we go towards the bank. Whatever.
As Sally's trying to...
So
Sally's like arguing with all of you guys, like, no, he's got a good name. I'll come up.
I love him so much.
He's very good.
It's the attachment to this thing.
I mean, if they can get big now, I know I can ride them. He might just be a baby.
It's true. As you're moving forward, a and you're getting closer and closer into the ghetto of foreigners. You notice more and more humans and humanoids. Some that have like priestly robes, some that have like dark with like red and like bone adornments. You see more humanoids as well walking around. You are just amidst all of these like dwarfs and Droga that seems to be moving around in like commerce or seem to be like living around here. There is still like a heavy patrol of drow walking around, mostly females, but some males as well. And as you get closer to the palace of Almariv, the home and the fortress of this place is large. It's this like large, like imposing tower that just has these like battlements around it. Walking out, you see a group of Yugolovs as well, and they seem to be like moving to and fro. And you see that the grand door is open in front of you. You can walk through if you wish.
Let's do it. Let's walk through.
Let's go.
Let's go.
As you walk in, you see that this building is has like fine flooring. The artwork on it is just like this like mural of like loaf, and there are just like these like banners and portraits of just like various like drow escapades. And as you kind of walk in, there is this like large desk, and you see this like insectoid creature. Who seems to just be like big, round, and green. It has these like plates around his like face and like, these large mandibles. Someone like is in front of you and like walks away. And you guys are next, and you just hear it go, "Yes, how can I help you?"
Excuse me. We are here to see if you can cash checks here.
Where is it from?
It is from the prime material plane, O Earth.
He takes out his like little free, like stubby little like claws. Give it to me.
You should hand it to him, Serafina.
I hand it to him. If you can't cash it, I do want that back.
Of course. Like he takes it and he's like, one moment, and like he like flies up with it and it goes through like a hole. You guys are just like waiting there for about 5-10 minutes.
Sally is going to send a message using her cantrip message to Serafina, so that way no one else hears it, and she will say, "Only after we receive the 5,000 gold will we pay him the 400 back. But until then, do not say that we owe them money."
Can I do when I respond? Is it just to her?
Mm-hmm.
Typically, I do not like lying, but I agree with you. Mum's the word. Tell Neil.
So Sally will then send a message to Neil. Do not speak at
Mummy?
all until we leave this room.
Mom's the word? Really?
Mum.
Oh. Mum. Sorry. Why
Don't say a single word until we leave this place, and I will tell you how I did this magic.
we could rename trash compactor ATOG. That was suggested in the chat.
ATOG.
I think it's from
A trash organic.
No!
Gecko.
A
Yeah.
trashy original gecko.
There you go.
So
Can you cash the check or not?
We have to wait until he gets back, Kieran.
He comes back in like 5 or 10 minutes, and he flies back down. And he's just like, I have spoken with my superior. We can cash this. There is a 10% fee.
10%, that's ridiculous.
No, it is a fine fee. So we will be receiving, let's see,
4,500.
4,500. That's
I
fine.
don't understand. I think 8%.
I
followed the
don't
policy.
think we want to fucking just.
These
My-
things, the way that they work, you are always, they expect you to haggle. It's fine.
My
I don't
great,
think you're supposed to haggle at a bank.
my great man, we are visitors here, and we will accept your fee of 10%.
Ah, this is ridiculous.
Fine. How do you wish for your payment? What currency?
We would prefer it in gold if it is available.
Of course. And he like claps his
Seraphina,
hands
open
together,
your
and some like human like comes out. The face is like badly scarred, wearing rags, and this teller just basically just says, get this much, and hands back a piece of paper. If I see one piece missing, you will lose 2 fingers. And like kind of bows and goes away.
While he's doing that, Sally's
That's so interesting. Do the banks here all have slaves? Slave banks?
You mean?
I mean, I feel like
it's good labor.
Seraphina, that's actually not that bad. Like, people definitely lose hands for like stealing in other places,
I'm gonna buy a bunch of slaves while we're
or they die.
help yourself to all of the slaves deal.
They're getting out of here.
Sir, while we're here, we do also have to pay a small fee.
Do you have paper for it?
I believe Neil has it?
It was given to Seraphina.
Oh,
I
Seraphina.
thought you said not to say anything. I'm so confused about why you're saying something.
The
Well, we
money
can
is
get-
on its way.
I thought we were just going to pretend not to have to
No.
pay the fee. That was my
We're-
understanding.
No, we are going to
were-
pay the fee, Seraphina, once the money
I
is
kind
in
of
our
wish that
hand.
happened now. That'd be funny.
We are not going to
I
get
misunderstood the secret telepathic message. I thought you were suggesting we renege on the deal.
Um,
No, absolutely not,
Are you
sir.
are you just saying this in front of the teller?
no. I hand him the tax receipt or whatever.
Okay.
I was like, Seraphina, don't say this to him. Oh my god.
I thought we were committing crimes. I'm very confused.
I don't want to be a slave.
He looks it over. Yeah, he looks it over. And he just like stamps it, writes a piece of paper, hands you a receipt, proof of payment, and just says, "Fine. When the money comes, I will take out the necessities."
we will
Still
get
leaves us-
4,100.
It still leaves us with 1,025 each, plenty enough to buy myself a nice harness for my new pet.
There is a 10% fee for doing the audit for you.
10% of the 400.
But 10% on the.
The 5,000.
20% altogether.
Ah, what? Now,
Because
highway robbery.
10% for exchanging the money, another 10% for doing the bookkeeping and paying for you. That's
But
why
is it 10% of the 100 gold that we have to pay them for the audit
No,
fee?
10% from your money.
We should have waited
This-
until we had the gold.
Is
I feel like we really should have waited till we had the gold.
That's amenable for you.
I will be writing a complaint. I will let everyone know to never do business here. Your fees are ridiculous.
Excuse me, Seraphina.
Can we wait for it till we have the gold in our hand?
He
Seraphina,
can't take our. He can't take our gold. I mean, that's
Seraphina, shut up, please. We will get the rest of our money back from the prince, who owes us now quite greatly.
I
So-
turn away.
So, as you turn away, the human comes with the money. It's in like he just brings out like a small bag. Yugalov like takes this small bag and like tips it over, and you see like there's like bags of like money just like fall out. He just throws the bag at the slave, and like takes the 20% out of your total payment plus the 400 for everyone.
So Get 650 gold.
Each of us will have 650 gold. Realistically, though, that is a lot to carry. Serafina, can we trust you to put it in your suitcase?
Of course you can trust me, but I will charge a 10% holding.
I will rip off one of your breasts if you do not.
Yes, fine. I pull out my
Whoa.
my suitcase of holding.
Escalated quickly.
Well, can't we get it in like just platinum or something? Or gems?
Do you want another 10% fee?
He'll
Oh,
take
yeah,
another.
all right,
10%.
never mind.
No, just
So,
No, you did ask before.
does my fanny pack have a capacity of 650 gold or no?
Quite a
Isn't
lot.
isn't it 900 gold each?
No,
It's
not
20%.
after the 420%.
It's not 420% because
No,
it's 20% of
400.
It's 20% of 5,000, which leaves us with 4,000. Minus 400 is 3,600.
100.
Divided by 4 is 900.
Sally, you're trying to cheat us.
You're rich.
I mean, she's a rogue. She's a rogue.
I'm doing mental math. I just don't- Listen,
She's like, they'll never know.
Kieran breaks out his reading glasses. Like, wait, I don't think
You get your abacus.
I break out the habit.
well, then we come out even cleaner. I can buy even better harness.
It's like, wait, let me get my emergency abacus.
It's like
You should only be worried about me
Jesus.
stealing your money if I offer to hold all of it, but instead I can get a trustworthy one.
So they figure
Everyone put your money in my suitcase of holding.
Well,
As
I'm going
a-
to leave a little.
I keep like 100 of it.
as you're like heading finishing the figure just goes, have a pleasant day. Please return for any money you wish changed or taxation problems. We are here to help.
Yes, I bet you would like that, wouldn't you?
No, we leave now. I need to shop.
Serafina, please
I
don't
hate
antagonize the
things.
bank. Please don't antagonize the bank.
I love how woman it like Seraphina's like, we need to be diplomatic. I am the face of diplomacy. When she's in there, she's like, I hate everything. Fuck all of you.
20%. I mean, that is ridiculous.
It's just so funny. So you guys are outside. What do you do?
So we should plan. You know, I mean,
Should probably go to
lot
the
of-
Black Widow.
there's a lot of tourist spots we could check out. I want to see.
I
if there's a
think we
gift
should meet
shop.
with the prince first. I really feel
Got
like
it,
we
got it.
should-
This is. I need a harness for my creature. I
I
don't.
feel like we should meet with the prince
You
first.
should definitely meet with the prince first.
I'm afraid if I don't buy slaves now, I'm never gonna get to do it because he's.
Neil, why are you buying slaves?
So we could free them from this horrible place. What do you
Okay.
They're
think?
just
Where
gonna
will
be
they
caught
go?
again. They're just gonna be caught again, and then
Bring
they're gonna
them
be
with
turned into
us,
slaves
and then
again
when we
or
get
killed.
somewhere safe, we can go. And now
Right,
they're
so then they'll
free.
be
We can
ours.
barely keep ourselves alive. How do you expect to keep some weak slaves alive, Neil?
Come
We
with
have
us.
to
You are
try.
free. Swim through this lake of acid.
This whole place is just meant
There's
to
no,
kill
there's
people
no
that
more
aren't
tunnels.
strong,
Acid. Not
Neil. This is how the world works.
We
The
had it
strong
once.
prey on the
Enough.
weak, and if you're not strong enough, you die. That's how
No.
it works, Neil.
No.
How
okay?
it works.
People are suffering, and if we can help them, we should help them.
You can't help
don't wanna
everyone,
spend
Neil.
Your
You
money
can't
to help them.
everyone.
That's on you.
Everyone is like
But my
watching
money
this, just
is
like as you
going
guys are
towards-
standing outside, like
Sayali is going
the
to
bag
grab
is like
you by the
looking at
breastplate.
everyone.
Sally's going to grab Neil by the breastplate and pull him close. What you are saying right now is you are about to break the law. If anyone who speaks good common hears you saying, freeing slaves, you will go to jail and become a slave. Now please shut up until we are in private about freeing creatures. And we can discuss it from there. Please do not get yourself arrested. I will not break you out.
Wouldn't
I won't break
me
you out
Wait,
either.
you wouldn't break me out if I was in prison?
Neil, I would break you out, but that's not the point.
It's Kira, you wouldn't break me out?
We're,
I assure you,
we're not having this conversation right now. I'm going to find
I
the
would
Black
break
Widow.
you out. Just so you know, both.
You
No,
see-
you wouldn't. You
And
would.
if
You
you-
would pay my bail,
If
Neil.
were-
You
and
don't
if
break
were a-
people out of jail.
And if you were a slave,
Oh,
I would
God.
FREEU. Okay? Just for the
Thanks.
record.
I'm glad to know, Neil.
And I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for a slave market.
Neil is like,
We're gonna.
I'm gonna be subtle. I'm gonna spell the words.
I didn't say it. I spelled it.
So, oh god, that's great. I fucking love it. So as you're traveling on, you see, as you go around the foreign ghetto, you see a big sign around as well. As you're walking towards the Black Widow, that just says Temple and Religion of the Foreign. And you see this big archway with like the stone structure of like loaf. You see like some loaf priestesses waiting by this like archway with what looks to be like what do priests have when they want like people to put money in them? They have like
Coffers.
Coffers, yeah. Like for anyone who walks in, you see people like giving money as they walk in, and then it has like a list of religions that are there, and the list of religions are there are numerous, but the ones that you all kind of pick up on are he says we're not having the thing actually like ready. So you
Like
see,
offering box.
yeah, you see Temple of Captolo, Temple of Bacab, Temple of the Secret One, He Who Should Not Be Named, Luz, Ziggurat of the Black Ziggurat, the Black Museum Ziggurat, and there's like more others as well of like various human or like alien deities, and it also says like as you're going towards the Black Widow is this like lively like inn slash like brothel house that you can kind of see down the way. And as you get close to it, I think that's where we're going to take our break.
Wait, hold on. We're going to a brothel.
Inn slash
The
brothel.
Black Widow, yeah. Of
We're
course.
going to a
Lovely,
brothel?
great. Oh man, Neil's in for a surprise.
Taking me
Neil's-
out to a brothel.
Neil's in for a culture shock.
Oh.
So we will be
I'm gonna be
back
like,
shortly.
Why are they being so nice to me?
Hey, we are back. Here we are, all together once again. And yeah, so as you guys walk down Serpent Street, you see this like 2-story building. It's hustling and bustling. The plum colored gloom glow everywhere makes everything look like it's like this like rose colored like kind of like twilight. Totally fits in with Seraphina's like glow whenever she does it. You see everyone coming in and out of this inn. It just says the Black Widow on it, and it has like a picture of a spider. And you see like a number of like humanoid creatures coming to and fro. You hear like music and like hustle and bustling. And from everything that you've come across in like the Feywild, this has been like the most, like from what you've kind of seen, the most like normal kind of like metropolis-esque place that you kind of come across. Nothing seems to be trying to kill you or like mess with you. People just seem to be going about their day. No one seems to really be noticing you or paying you any mind at all. No one has been like overly rude either. You do see the occasional horde of like slaves walking around with like their master, or like, you know, a person parading around in their fineries, but that's about it. And you're outside the Black Widow. You hear the music coming through the windows and the lights, and you hear dancing. What do you do?
Aaron walks in.
Go in, yeah.
Yeah, me and my little lizard.
Nice.
All right.
As soon as you walk in, you see that there is a large hustle and bustle. There are tables everywhere. You see what looks to be drow, what looks to be goblins, what looks to be humans, dwarfs, serving drinks to a whole lot of like another like almost like a mirror-esque same looking people. You see a number of people. There's a stage in the back where there is a group of them doing like the can, and it's a group of once again just like dwarves and humans. There's like dancing and stripping. Someone is like just like having sex in the corner.
I cover Neil's eyes.
You see like
What are they doing over there?
you see like a
They're-
round
they're
bar.
loving each other.
That's
The
not
sideways,
Sabrina.
the sideways tango.
The sideways tango. You see like a round bar in a corner where people is like taking drinks, and you see this like a limbed individual. You see like grabbing drinks and people mixing drinks for people. As soon as you walk in, this like male drow who's like scantily dressed, and you can see like there's like he's like deep purpley skin, and he's like rock hard abs. He has like he's like long like silvery hair. It's very like everyone's very androgynous here. And he kind of walks up to the group of you and just goes, "Oh, hello, what an attractive bunch."
We're here to see the prince. See here, Prince Cinlu.
Thank you. That's nice of you to say that. My name is Neil.
Neil, no, we don't need
Oh,
to-
hello, Neil.
No.
That's
Walks
Ellie.
over to you and like
That's
taps your
your-
armor.
I step in between him and Neil. No.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like, I'm sorry, sir, but I don't believe anyone out of this 4 are interested in the services you offer.
Oh, I'm just merely greeting you. I'm not offering any services just yet. I'm
Is
on
there
my break.
someone by the
Hey,
name
I'm
of Prince Cinlu here?
I don't know if you tried at the bar. The bar is over there.
Okay.
Ask if someone's
Okay.
left anything for you.
Cool. We're going to the bar. Thank you.
Bailey goes to the bar as well, following behind
Kieran.
Kieran.
Oh,
Nice to meet
I'm
you.
sorry, miss. Please leave your animal outside. It's not that
It's
kind
a-
of establishment.
It's a service animal. I need it.
Roll me a deception.
It's your service.
A
level.
deception.
I can only see glowing things.
deception.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Please, continue on. Please take a seat in the back, though, in case it gets a little unruly.
I understand. Thank you so much.
and you guys head to the bar and you see this like figure like moving around. It's like gray fleshy toned, has like no eyes, a big jagged mouth, like sharp fang teeth, it like almost like smirks at you as like the rolled back lips, and you just kind of hear it say as it like pawns off what looks to be like an ale to someone, orders.
Your strongest drink, and is there anything from a Prince Hsien-Lu here, or is he staying here? He's expecting us.
Let me check. And it like goes in the back and like grabs like this like mug of something and like pops it down. Pops open what looks to be like this like red bottle, opens it and squeezes it in. It gets like this spider and like crumples it in its hand and like spills the juice inside of it.
Kieran flinches a little bit at the spider bit because he's just like
gets like a teaspoon, like slowly, just gently like mixes it and like pushes it forward. 5 gold pieces, and this was left for you. Puts like the letter down.
I leave him 10 gold pieces for your service.
Big spender.
Love be with you.
Indeed. Kieran hands the letter to Neil.
I'm like looking around.
No, Neil, read the letter. Read
What?
the letter. Read the letter.
For what? What did we do?
It's
Why?
probably from the prince. Since you got your little helm with the languages.
Oh,
And
Okay.
then Kieran takes a drink.
what are all these
Whatever
people?
it
I mean,
is.
what is this place? What are we doing in here?
Don't worry about
We're
it. We're
here
just
to
going
see
to
the
read the
prince.
letter and then
They're
we're
gonna get in
get
trouble
out
over there in the
of
corner.
Neil.
Yes, you're so right, Neil. And so we don't even need to worry about it because
Hard
this
to
is all-
focus on the letter with all of these. They're almost,
Just
everybody's
look
almost
at the
naked.
letter. If you just and I take
Neil.
his head and I turn it towards the letter. If you eyes, I think you'll be able.
As she turns your head, you scan past like a naked woman that's like walking around, like going upstairs with like a clientele, and then your eyes focus on the letter. And
Hello,
as
my
that
name is Neil. She couldn't hear me. She's pretty. She's pretty.
and as your eyes go down to the letter and you read it, it just says, if you're reading this, then you have made it here. I am off to go to my house. I will be back shortly. I will need to know what the state of it is, and please wait here for me. This place has rooms for rent. That was it.
Excuse me, bartender. When was this letter left for us?
A day ago.
Serafina, don't ask him who did it because he can't see anything. So you're gonna insult him. You know,
What?
because he can't describe who delivered the letter because
Neil,
he doesn't
Neil,
have any
Neil,
eyes.
Neil, shut.
He doesn't
Neil.
have any eyes.
Neil, shut up. Don't mention
No,
it.
wait, Serafina.
Yes.
Maybe
Neil.
all these people are dressed like this because this guy doesn't have any eyes, so he can't see that they're doing things that they're not supposed to.
Everyone stop lying to Neil. Neil, in the Underdark, having sex in public is not illegal.
Everyone. Serafina's the only one lying to
I
Neil.
haven't lied a single. I haven't told a single untruth. I just.
You said what they were doing was illegal in the corner. I highly
that's
doubt it.
crazy.
I said they were loving each other.
No. He
Still
said
kind
that
of a
it's
lie.
probably illegal, and you said yes, yes it is. That was a lie.
That was a little bit. Of a...
We're loving each other.
I take another drink.
Run me a con save.
Thank you.
As you guys are having this conversation, this woman walks over to you, all of you. She is, and it kind of shocks you because you haven't really seen this kind of like figure before, but it's a tiefling. And
I'm intrigued.
she has like these like long like black horns. She's wearing this like kind of like silken like negligee kind of thing. She has like hooven feet. She kind of walks over to Olivia and just goes, "Are you enjoying your drink? Anyone wish for any entertainment during your time here?
Sure, why not?
Have you gotten rooms yet?
No, Neil, no. We don't need any entertainment, thank you.
Are
But
you
we-
sure?" She looks at you, Neil.
Don't look
Why
at
not?
me.
I mean,
No.
Neil,
I put my hand over Neil's mouth.
we had a stressful time. All right, I swam through a tunnel of acid, and
Neil,
if
don't-
they have like a play or something,
No.
or a
No.
singer,
Serafina, if he wants
Dancing
to
kinda
go with the
thing?
woman,
No.
Maybe.
No, he's
If
not
it-
going with
If
the
it's
woman.
pleasure after, I suggest you go to the ghetto of
How much are-
performers.
How much are rooms here?
That depends. Is it just sleeping you're after?
Yes.
Preferably, yes. A bed. A bed would be nice. A
Sam,
bed.
we're all in one polygamous quad. We don't
No.
separate. Please
We're a
just
No.
quadruple.
No.
we're a
No.
quad. Thank you.
No. I'm getting my own room. If
That doesn't make any sense, Kieran. We should all bunk together.
Ah.
It's the smartest thing to do.
I'm getting my own room.
We do have large-sized beds if that's what you need.
Yes.
You know, like a suite with separate bedrooms.
Your largest bed, please.
No, we don't. Sorry.
Okay, I'm getting my own room.
Does it have-
No.
5 gold pieces per night.
Okay, that's fine. I give her 5 gold pieces. I'm getting my own room. This is a
Kieran.
solo room.
She takes it and like
Kieran.
gently like caresses your hand, and she takes it.
Yep,
gives you, like,
I
a
just
wink.
Yep. Can you just give me like the key to the room, or like show me to the room?
Oh,
Well,
the bartender will give you your room
okay,
key.
cool. Got it.
Hope you
Nice.
gave your money to the right person, Kieran.
I really quite frankly don't care.
As you are saying this, and you're saying you quite frankly don't care, you kind of like go, I can't, and then the drink kind of hits you, and it's like you've had like 10 shots of tequila straight,
Oh,
and there's this like acidic like tang at the back of your throat as well. Doesn't seem to go
Oh.
away.
yeah, that's the good stuff. All right. Oh.
Are you enjoying your spider drink, Kieran?
Yeah, very much so. I've needed a drink for however long we've been here. To be quite honest, 100% honest. This
would
place
just like.
sucks. Have I told
That
any
makes-
of you guys that?
Excuse me, ma'am. Before you go, I have one small question for you.
Ebony is my name.
Oh, Ebony, that's a lovely name. Is there any shops nearby?
Of course, there are loads. Were you not watching as you walked through?
They did not let me. They were in a rush.
Oh yes, there are a number of shops and stores. I do suggest you don't go to the artisans district. They have their stuff exported out of there.
Interesting. Thank you so much. Serafina, Neil, are we sharing a room?
Yes, I think that is wise.
Right. Well, for a group package, that is an extra 5 gold on top of it, so 10 gold per night for the group activities.
Well, look at that. If you add it all together, we've saved 1 gold. 5 gold. You could have been in on the bargains, Kieran, but you rejected our offer.
Good. I just want my own
Kieran's
damn
like,
room.
I'm so good right now. I am so good right now.
Now, see here, Kieran isn't that drunk yet. He's super drunk, but he is not that drunk yet.
I
He
bet at
drinks a
night
lot.
he's gonna get lonely.
He will be very drunk soon.
He'll come. He'll come to our room.
Perhaps he'll gain 2
Nope,
insanity.
I don't think I will. I think I'm gonna be in my own room having a great night's sleep without having to
Having a
worry about
great
any of you getting up to something stupid.
The
We're
bartender
gonna
bartender
go
hands you
off of
another
this
one of
damn
those
trip.
drinks. Bartender hands you another one of those drinks, and Ebony just kind of like winks at you.
I look at the bartender. I gave her 5 gold for my room. We're good, right? Like that gets me a room, right?
Hand you like a key. There you go.
Great, cool. All right, I gave my gold to the right people, everyone.
What time is it in the Underdark
Don't
time
know.
of day?
Did you ask?
Bartender, Ebony. Actually, Ebony. Ebony, hello. What time is it?
Yes. Well, it is. What time would it be right now? It is 2 stems past the limb.
It is 2 stems past the limb. What is the typical bedtime? How many stems past the limb?
Oh,
Is
you
that-
sleep whenever you want.
All right.
Yeah,
Is
we're
our shops
underground,
open-
Serafina.
Shut up, Kieran. Are shops open 24 stems, 7 limbs?
All 8
Various shops will have a timing when they're allotted. It varies from store to store.
Hmm. Yes. Wonderful. If we
Do you
wanted
need a
to go
guide
to-
around town? You
Are
better
you
out,
offering? Are you offering to be our guide?
among other things.
How much does it cost for guidance?
Well, normally 15 gold pieces.
Hmm.
If it's just the guidance you want. But I can look into a package deal.
No package. We are a thruple.
We have
so
lots of packages.
No
Don't
packages.
worry.
Where would be a place to get pet supplies?
Any
Lizard supplies.
Hey, Tog is very hungry.
For that, you could go to the Artisan District. I'm sure there are merchants who sell steeds and other mounts and
But you
food.
just said not to go to the Artisans District.
Yes, they export some of their things. So if you wait for their exports, you'll find it around town.
Let's just go to a general shop. I'm sure they will have some.
And if we wanted to purchase chattel, where would we go?
Oh, that's in the ghetto of Chattel. It's in the Eastern Ward.
The ghetto chattel. All right. Wonderful. That's all the questions I have.
If you find
All
anything
right.
else, you know where I am.
No,
Just gonna
thank
walk
you.
off.
Thank you. So Kieran, are you okay to walk or do you need to sleep?
I am staying right here at this
I'm
bar.
going to the shops. I need to find something besides this green garb.
You do that, although I'm pretty sure we're supposed to keep those on.
I'm sure.
Let them know that we're
You were told that.
out from here.
I understand.
You do you. You do you. Have fun. And he takes he takes another drink.
Yeah, run me another concert. It's getting
strong.
more drunk. Yeah, the more you drink it, the harder. it is.
Oh god.
Getting that warmth in like your gut.
I'm gonna be honest. This place is so much better than everywhere else we've been in this damn stupid fucking realm.
Sleep it off, buddy. Sleep it off. And Sally's gonna stand up and kind of tug at her little pet.
Neil,
Are
would you
we-
like to go shopping with us?
We might need a
Yes.
big, strong man to keep us safe.
Don't be weird. Okay, let's go.
Don't be weird.
As you walk out,
Before I leave, I'll say bye to all the nice people that I met. Bye.
they
Bye.
wave to you.
It's nice to meet you all.
So-
They've got three people inside of them, and they're like, "Ta-ta, Neil."
That's in the corner. They're not savages. It's not orgy week.
I'll go over to them, and then they don't answer because they can't hear me, and I'll be like,
Orgies are on
Bye.
Wednesdays.
But there's some wave, some blood kisses towards you, Neil.
they're so nice.
As you kind of
Everybody
leave,
here is so nice.
and you're looking around, Kieran. You kind of see like in like a back room area as you're just like mulling about. You see like what looks to be like almost like a casino in there as well. Where people are like gambling and like dancing and like having fun. It's a very well-to-do establishment. We just kind of see your eyes kind of scan the room as the door closes. What's the rest of you doing outside?
Looking for a general shop, a stand full of things and shit.
Okay.
A general shop.
Looking
Or a
for
potion shop or a blacksmith.
yeah, I mean, are you walking around like looking for signs? You're asking people.
Just
Looking for
pondering,
signs.
peering around, seeing if we see any openings.
Yeah, so like the place for like blacksmithery and like potions and things like that, potions, poisons, things like that. You see a number of signs pushing you towards the artisan district's free market, which is a market where they like export most of their stuff, because most of the artisans are very secret with what they make. And there's very backstabbery in the artisan area to one up each other. And that's like way across town, so you'll be walking like way across like to the eastern ward.
Shall we just go to the artisans district? Because Ebony did say that we
Western
would be able
ward,
to
sorry.
find pet supplies there.
That is fine.
Perhaps you can find a growth serum that will make Cavelli. Is that his name? Cavelli?
We're gonna go with Atog for now until
Okay.
I'm sure. Atog is
Perhaps you
good.
can find a growth potion that would make Atog more useful.
Atog is just a baby. He has time to grow. Right, Atog? Oh, what a sweet baby.
Have you tried communicating with him? Does he have a language?
I don't know. Atog, do you understand me when I speak to you?
You have to give him some type of metric for a response. That's not. Atog, if you understand us, make that sound twice. Was that once or was it twice?
How about this? Hey, Atog, sit. Does Atog do anything?
Just looks at you.
What if sit is a different word in his language?
Neil, put on your helmet and listen to Atog speak. Atog, make a noise for me. Make a noise for mommy.
It's like gets all excited because everyone's paying attention.
She like bends down, like pats his little reptilian head.
It shits. This like glowy green goo.
What a baby. What a dear thing.
What does it say? Does Neil understand him?
It has no language.
Damn it. Well, it was worth a
It's the
shot.
beast.
You teach it tricks.
We'll teach you tricks.
This is the kind of slavery I can get on board with.
It is a pet!
The pet.
Sure, whatever you
Neil,
want
would you like to get potions?
Huh?
Do you want to get potions, Neil?
I'm saving my money for the slaves, but I'll definitely browse the potions.
I don't
Neil.
like how you do
So
Let
you
us
guys are
talk about
making
the
your
slave.
way.
Yeah.
Making your way towards the artisan district, correct? Okay. Yeah. So you guys are kind of walking through. It's gonna take you like maybe, like has like the distance there. It's probably taking like an hour, just to like walk there.
Is there like a tram or like a fast travel?
Nah, just walking.
Like fast lizards?
That's lessons. Most likely, but that's something for the nobles to have. But yeah, you guys are walking through. Once again, no one seems to pay any mind. And as you kind of get closer and closer to the artisan district, you're going past like a performer district, and you see lots of people just like performing and juggling and doing all kinds of acts of depravity and entertainment in various forms around. See groups of people like watching. There's groups of drow everywhere. As you get closer and closer to the artisan district, you see the areas and the buildings are in more of these like very like odd shapes and structures. Each one like more odd or like weirder than the next. And like the drow who seems to be like walking around here, and it's only like you only really see like drow around here now. Like the multicultural differences from the foreign district seems to be like waning off the more further when you get to this area, and it's just like pure like fashionable like well-dressed drow walking around, and you see that there are a number of like shops for the tailors, alchemy, blacksmiths, bestiaries, various things that have like open stores and signs. there is another gated community as well, where you see like more stores, but there's like behind the gate, and you see like humans or like drow patrolling that area very frequently. Seems like no one's allowed through there. You do? Those are the stores you see?
Serafina, what do you recommend?
Neil, what do you recommend?
I'm just looking for slaves. That's my thing.
That will be in the chattel district.
Yeah, we're in the wrong district. We're in the artisan district. But Neil, let's talk in quiet voices. I get close to Neil. Neil, when you purchase a slave, what do you suppose you will do with it?
We're going to buy them, and then when we get somewhere safe, we'll just you're free.
Mm-hmm.
Run
Neil,
free.
Have you ever met a slave?
I don't think so.
Do you know that most slaves are born into slavery?
Are you gonna sit here and try to talk me out of freeing or
No.
FREEING slaves?
No, Neil, I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I'm asking you to think about what fate you are subjecting these people who have no money, no connections, who, although you have freed them, your dismissal of them may not be considered valid, and they may in fact be recaptured and sold into slavery. If we want to free the slaves, we will need to kill all the slave owners, and I am happy to do that.
We're gonna take them out of here.
I don't think buying them will do it.
I buy them and I just bring them with me.
It's not going to work.
I'll just say, "Hi, I'm going to build a temple out somewhere else, and I need slaves to do it. Here's my slaves. I sure hate you slaves." And I'll like pretend to punch one, and they'll go, "Oh, that hurts," you know. And then we'll leave and go to the Feywild, a nice place in the Feywild. I'll go run in the fields and eat your bounty and drink in the freedom of the real world.
Of the corruption that's devouring everything in the Feywild.
We're gonna fix that too. How can you be the negative one?
Because I don't think you're thinking big enough.
Do you think I should let them stay here and live a short life of misery?
I think we should
They're gonna get whipped
kill
to death.
all the slave owners.
What were the
saying
shops
you're not
again,
thinking
DM,
big
'cause
enough. We need to
Bailey
start
wants
a
to go.
rebellion,
How are we gonna kill all of
a
them?
revolution. We arm
So
the
Sally
slaves.
walks away. Sally
Sally's
moves
got-
away as you two have this weird co-conspirative whisper shout.
We arm the slaves, Neil. Rather than buying the slaves, we buy them weapons.
Can you guys roll me a this is a stealth check?
No, we're just doing it really quiet.
Delph, I have
Salem
a plus
has
1.
walked away. Just
Yeah,
remember,
you walked
Salem
away.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, you're whispering again about throttling the hierarchy and freeing the slaves and killing all the slave owners and doing all this stuff in a notorious city that likes to weed out any kind of dissidents and anything that goes against any kind of hierarchical thoughts. But hey, you're doing this, and as you're walking away, Sally, the shops that you see around you are just like tailor shops, smitheries, weapon shops, potions, poisons, basically the alchemy shops, bestiaries for like, you know, your animals and stuff like that. Basically, just like all the shops are around. This is the artisan area, so anything you could think of, art, sculptures, and things like that.
Bestiary first.
Okay. So as we see you two having this conversation, the camera pans over to Sally, who walks into this like very nice like not like wooden, but like whatever like would be the equivalent to like this kind of like brownish barkish door. It has carvings of like what looks to be like a growner version of like the lizard on like a window pane that you have. And like when you kind of yeah, big lizard energy. And you walk in, and this has like saddles, ropes, whips, some chains, like various like bags, like all the accoutrement that you could think of. And there's this like older gentleman who's in there. Well, actually, he wouldn't look older because he's a drow, but you see this like drow male in there. He's like behind the desk.
I'll approach the drow. Excuse me, sir. Do you speak common?
Yes, I can lower myself to that, I guess.
Much appreciated. So recently I acquired a young, I believe, Lumo lizard.
Ah, Luma lizard.
I just have a few questions on the species. Like, can you is this a youthful one, or is it just a stunted one? What does it eat? The best harness for it? You know, basic pet things.
Well, perhaps you shouldn't have gotten that creature without knowing what to do with it first.
That is very true. But sometimes things just come to you.
Well, let's see here. Yes, I see. Oh, yeah. Turn it around for me. Yes. Ah, yes, of course. Yes, I've gotten the gist of that creature. My services aren't free, of course.
Of course, of course.
Consultancy for you would be a gold piece, I suppose.
Sally drops 2 gold pieces and slides it over. For your kindness of stooping down to my service.
Oh, happy day, 2 shiny pieces. Yes, you have a baby Luma lizard. It is merely a hatchling right now. Normally it has a nest under where it is. It imprints rather quickly, so there you go. And it eats various fungi and meat. So it's an omnivore. And it's has an ability to procreate within itself.
Interesting, interesting. And about what age should I expect it to get much larger, as I must prepare my home for it?
They typically tend to grow maybe within 2 cycles.
Thank you. Do you perhaps have a harness I could acquire for the creature? Rope?
I do. Would you like a fine leathery one? Or this nice diamond encrusted one? Or this one I got from a troglodyte's, I don't want to go where I got it from, but this one is quite sturdy and firm. Not only does it wrap around the beast, but it feels quite good in the chops too.
Interesting. And what would the price be for that one?
I think from the lower level one, 50 gold pieces, to the bejeweled, 200 gold pieces, and that troglodyte one. Well, I did like that. It was my best piece. That's probably like 500 gold pieces.
Interesting. Well, while I am not certain how long this creature will be in my service, I will pay the 50 gold pieces for a simple one. As new pet owner, I should keep track of making sure I can keep it alive before I buy it diamond-encrusted toys. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, well, if it must live in squalor, I suppose. And he hands over the the bridle and like the wrappings for it. Anything else you'd like?
It seems to be a simple feed. I believe that, and she like looks around. You know, that would be all for today. Thank you so much, sir. I'm sure I will be back soon for that diamond encrusted.
Yes, they are quite a hot commodity. Please do come again.
Thank you, sir. And she'll go out of that little stall and start to like put him in his little harness. And she's like, "Who's a good little boy?"
It like
Who's a good
fights it
boy?"
for a moment and then just kind of gives up, realizing it can't really fight.
Don't be difficult. Be my little hat.
It's like, I want to be for fuck it. Okay, I'm stuck. Yeah. As this is happening, we kind of like flash back to the casino, the inn. What's happening with you, Kieran? Ebony has just like sat there staring at you.
Hi.
Well, hello again.
How long have you been sitting there?
She like looks at like her glass as she's like been sipping. Oh, just about 5 minutes. It's nice to rest the hooves. She kind of like, folds one over the other.
Yep.
So have you been to Erelhei before? Is this your first visit?
This the 100% my first visit.
Oh well.
I've been here before. What is this place?
Oh, it's the epitome of decadence and beauty. The lovely Drow city. They've allowed us and all its business owners to work, live, and prosper within their walls. Please, if you're going to be here for the first time, you must experience every delicacy.
Yeah, yep, yeah. What's going on back there? I thought I saw some like dice or cards.
She stands up towards you, like seeing you kind of slip over your wedge, and just goes, "Why don't I take you?" She like flips open like her arm for like to take you.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Okay. And then she just goes, "What was your name again?" I can't get past those rugged looks, I'm afraid. Human names are so difficult to remember.
Kieran.
Kieran? And like she like looks at you and like mouths the words, but like in an obvious seductive manner. Like leads you towards like the gambling hall.
Yep. Yeah, yep, what you just said.
And as she like leads you in, you see a number of like Draugr and like dwarves and humans and drow all like shouting and like betting, and you see what looks to be like some weird like silken web on the walls, and people seem to be like throwing down like some coins to like a guy who's like organizing this bet, and like they're betting on like how fast which Black Widow's gonna climb the web faster. There's other ones where there's like dice games, and you see some like dragon chess and just normal chess and various things around.
I think Kieran sort of goes over to the dice game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Goes, oh, you want free web ante?
Sure. Yup.
What?
Yeah.
Free web ante.
Oh, really?
Yup.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh, of course. So if you're looking to bet in, the dealer is like this guy, who this drow individual who's like dressed in like this very like nice like pinstripe like kind of like regalia, and you see everyone like betting down and like taking these like cards. Basically how the mechanics will go is that we'll each have like 3d6, and whoever gets like the highest of the 3d6, you'll win the hand. You can choose to there's like an interval, so you can choose to like keep one dice or exchange it for another dice.
Okay.
And that's kind of like how it will go.
How much is the buy-in?
Oh, for you, I can. And she like looks at the guy. 15 gold pieces.
You got it. He slaps out 15 gold
Okay.
pieces. Yep.
Nice. So I will be rolling like 3d6, and then you can roll your 3d6, and then I will ask you if you wish to keep or change. Don't tell me what it is. Actually, do you have physical dice?
Yes, I do.
You can do physical dice for this.
Well, that's trusting.
You're not gonna see my roll either, so you have to trust me on that.
All right, let me pull out my cup of dice here. All right. Okay, 3d6, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, just roll.
Yep, just give me a roll.
Okay.
Okay, so the cards are done, and then it asks hold or exchange, and then you see some people like putting down a card, and then another card is given. The woman seems to like squeeze your like bicep tight, and she's like, "Oh, what you gonna do?" Do you choose to keep your roll or exchange it?
I trade you, so it's a one card, turn in one card, and then get another one, right?
Well, you can keep as many. We can exchange as many as you want. You can even do a whole mulligan.
One card.
Okay, nice. You exchange one card.
Yep, and then I roll.
You see the. Oh, nice. Yeah, cool.
Okay. Oh.
Nice.
I roll that one. Dice.
Okay. So, what did you get? As you like, everyone like reveals.
I got what was that? 4, 4, 6. So 14.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
14.
got a, as I'll show on stream, I got a 2, 6, and a 2. I exchanged it to 2. Rolled a fucking another 2. So I lost. Everyone wins. You get double back your money, so you get 30 gold back.
Hey.
She's like, you won, you won. She's like tapping you and like hugging you.
Yeah.
You know, being all excited for you.
Yeah. All right. I buy into the next round.
Nice. You buy into the next round. Exactly the same thing. You can roll your dice as it's done. Everyone like bets again. This drug is just like, oh, I'm feeling good tonight. Oh.
Alright, I'm exchanging 2 cards.
Okay, you exchange the 2 cards.
Alright. I have got a 10 total.
Nice. Everyone like flips down their cards. You see like some people lose, some people win. The dealer just goes, I got a high loaf, and he has 15.
Oh my god.
You lose 15 gold. And
then necking.
The
0.
Ebony just kind of looks at you and just goes, Would you like a drink with that? She scrambles for her phone that drops. Take another drink.
Yes, I would. And give her 5 gold, I guess.
Clicks her fingers like someone goes off and a drink comes. She started like stroking like your shoulder seductively, and she just goes, so you're going to be staying here? Would you like to know my rates for an exquisite time?
Is going to?
Sure.
Yes.
Why not?
Yes.
Yeah, she just goes, oh, of course. 50 gold pieces for a devilishly good time. She kind of winks at you. 100 gold pieces for the full abyssal package.
Whoa. Yikes.
You have 100 gold on you.
Yeah.
Good thing I have most of it, or he would have.
I think he's gonna down the drink in one go. You need a con save.
Yeah, give me a con save.
not bad. He's getting used to it.
Nice, yeah.
Still very drunk. Still super drunk. But he's like, you know what? Let's go. I speak abyssal, so let's go with the abyssal.
She smiles and a bit of like fire comes out of her mouth.
Oh.
And she like starts leading you away. And as you're led away from like the gambling hall from the main entranceway, roll a perception check real quick.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'm totally not. That's gonna be great. That's gonna go great. Woo! No, not bad.
Nice. You're drunk, so disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Yeah, I figured.
No.
Okay. Yeah, worse.
No.
Makes sense.
Yeah, someone bumps into you.
Mhm.
Wearing like this like large cloak. As you kind of like turn around, like this young woman that looks at you and goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like walks over to the bar.
It's okay.
And yeah, you get led upstairs, and that's where we fade to black on that.
Yeah.
Kieran's getting some fuck.
She for free she gives you some fire resistant oil. And that's where we fade on that. And as that happens, Sayali is still in at the shop. What are the other two outside doing? As you're discussing bringing down the patriarch.
I think I figured out what I want to do.
Is it a patriarchy here?
Matriarchy, I'm sorry.
Patriarchy.
I'm gonna bring down the matriarchy.
What would you like to do, Neil? What have you figured out?
I'm just gonna buy one slave, and we'll see how they are. And I should be able to protect the one slave wherever we go, and then we'll see what the mentality is. And if they don't have a name, I even have a name for them. You know what it is?
What is it?
Liberty, freedom.
I like how they can't name themselves.
I know, right? I will name my slave.
My pet Liberty.
Jesus.
I'm just saying if they don't have one.
Having
they
a
can't
good
name
start on the liberation.
Neil, if you really want to buy a slave, I won't stop you, but I do, and I get really close, and I whisper, I think it would be better if we gave the slaves something more impactful.
like I just feel like I don't think we're gonna be here that long, and we're not gonna have time to foment a revolution. You know? So I figure I just want to do the good that I can. So I'll just grab one. I'll just buy one. Just pick a random one and buy them.
All right.
Give them my name.
After we have gone to the potion shop, we will go to the ghetto of Chattel.
Which is in the eastern side, so it's gonna be like a 2-hour walk.
Well, we'll figure that out later. To the potion shop.
You guys are also like really hungry as well. That's why Karen got like drunk so fast, because he didn't really eat anything.
We should get burgers.
Kieran, Sally's gonna see them like walking towards her. She's got her little outfit on. Her little friend.
Sally, are you hungry?
Both I and Atog could eat.
Why don't we all have a nice lunch, dinner, breakfast, meal
Something about legs or something.
together? A fourth stem past the second leg meal together.
Why do I regret giving you names sometimes?
What do they have here? Like spider burgers or something?
We will have to figure it out.
Alright.
What restaurant is closest to us?
burgers?
Wait, well, you're in the artisan district, right? So are you getting? Are you buying any?
They don't have any
stuff?
like cheeses in the artisan district.
I mean, there probably is like a restaurant here, like like cuisine stuff. But I was wanting to know if you wanted to get like the potions first, because you said that, or are you going straight for the food?
Oh yeah, let's get a potion first. I need to get a potion first, and then we will have dinner, lunch, brunch.
I kind of wanted to check out the place that sold weapons and armor, but
Well, we could split up.
we'll come back. No, let's go check out the potions. I might need a poison or two.
Okay, let's go check out the potions.
You go to the
Right.
alchemy shop.
Hello, shopkeeper.
That's a door, Sailor. Sorry, Frina.
Oh, pardon me, I
So yeah, you're walking through, and when you get in, it's this like there's no one around, and there's like no desk or anything like that for people to like talk to, and it's like this weird like grayish blob at the back of the store, and like as soon as you say like hello, it like turns around. It's like one of those like giant fungus creatures. I can't remember the name for life of me right now.
A Phycomid?
Yeah.
Phyconid?
Myconid. It's like this like large myconid, and it just goes hello.
Hello, we are patrons of your fine establishment here for potions.
I sell them here.
Sally, what are you looking for?
I was just wondering if you had any nice poisons I could take a peek at.
What manner of delivery do you wish?
Stab.
I would prefer something that would go well on arrows.
Topical. A topical application of poison.
Yeah, he just says, I have an oil for you. And like looks over like a large selection of like poisons. What are you after? We have Widow's Peak, Manta's Crush, Medusa's Gleam.
What a lovely place. This is probably the best place I've been in weeks.
Have a varied of effects.
I'm going for a lasting poison. Something that will follow with the enemy until their last moments.
Like cockatrice's tricks, then. And it like brings it down, and it's this like bottle of like looks to be like a chicken, shape of a chicken, and it basically he just says that the poison when applied, it will be on that attack. So you like if you use it on like an arrow, that even if you miss that poison, like that poison is used. If it hits, it will do like a substantial like every round kind of thing on its turn. It will do 2d6 damage, poison damage, and you'll have to make a check every time, a con check to see if it can withstand the poison. DC 16. And it can give you like a vial of that that's like for like 5 uses for 50 gold pieces.
Wonderful. I will take it.
Pushes that forward.
And I am looking for something that can do a large amount of healing, preferably for multiple people, things, targets.
All of my potions are single self-ingested use.
All right. What about something that could provide cover, or something that would make one invisible?
Chameleon potion.
What is that?
It can blend you into your surroundings. I can give you one of those. It will last a minute.
Do you have to drink it?
Yes. Would you like an oil instead?
Yes.
That one's a bit more expensive.
The oil you just slather it on your skin?
Yes, that will last for 2 minutes.
Could I put the oil in a water skin and then throw it on the ground really hard, and then when the oil hits a bunch of people, we all have it?
No, that would dilute the mixture.
Not with water, just in a water skin, like a balloon. Like a water balloon, but full of oil.
No.
Like a bomb.
No, I'm afraid. I could make that for you.
Yes. How much would that cost for a chameleon skin bomb?
How many do you wish it to affect?
4.
For a minute. I think 200 gold pieces. 1,000 gold pieces for an hour.
It's too much 1 hour. 200 gold pieces. Would you take 150 gold pieces and this fanny pack? And I pull out the old fanny pack from the dead guy that we found.
Takes it. I don't deal in fabric or magic material.
But you could put things in it. If you're ever around your shop and you are cleaning.
I also have a product to sell you. I'm just a startup business.
I'll sell you this bag to hold your chocolate bars.
Yeah, no, he's not interested in that.
Fine, 200 gold.
Come back tomorrow.
All right.
So, just mechanically, right? Do you pay him now?
I will pay him half now.
Okay, so you pay the half now. Make sure you mark that down. Basically, so you do it. Everyone like stands within like a 5-foot area. You smash it down. It's like a big bomb. You smash it down. It goes over everyone. And everyone will be invisible for a minute, like standard invisibility.
Okay.
If you like attack in that time, it will go off.
5-foot radius.
Yeah, like no, like it will go around everyone who's like in a 5-foot radius within like in your area.
Okay, cool.
Duration is like a minute.
Great. That's all I wanted. I just wanted something cool for everyone.
Okay. Neil, you get anything?
Do you have any good potions of healing stronger than normal? Like extra healing or
Okay, like a greater healing potion.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna do the voice because it takes too long. But he basically says that he has the hair of the spider that like he'll give you, and it will cost a greater healing potion is just 100 gold pieces.
All right. Okay.
And he has like a few
All
of
right,
those. There's like 3 of those at the moment.
Okay, so I'll buy 3.
You can buy 300 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want? This is a city, so you guys can spend that money. Finally.
Should we get something for Kieran? What do you think Kieran would like?
A weapon or armor?
Something that cures STIs.
No, a weapon or armor. Let's go to the weapons shop. Do not
You
buy
don't
him.
even know that Kieran's doing anything.
My mom's senses tingling.
They sell
Let
us.
Everyone is having
You're
a-
not my mom. You're not my mom.
Yes, good idea. Let's get him a maul.
Perhaps
An
a
axe.
helm or a bit of armor, like a good.
A jock strap of metal spikes.
Yes, that.
Oh.
That'll go well here.
Go to a weapons shop.
To the weapon and armor shop.
Okay, you go to the weaponsmith. You look around. There's a number of like fine weapons here. A drow is manning the place. And these are all like just for use. These are all like fine weapons, not magical, but fine weapons. Or like +1. Plus like +1, +2. Some even +3. That probably costs a lot.
Oh, okay.
It's like finely crafted.
I like my sword, so I don't think I'm gonna get a weapon for myself.
Some silver. You see in like a case behind the guy, there is what looks to be like a long sword, made of. I can never remember the name of the adamantine.
Adamantine.
Adamantine, yeah, behind him.
Fine shopkeeper, will you please tell me about that sword you have in your case?
Yes. My spider silk sword. Fine weapon. Strikes true. Nigh indestructible.
Is it one-handed or two-handed?
It's versatile.
Ooh, interesting. I do like that. How much?
Oh, for that one. It's one of my finest pieces. Case and all. That will push you back.
I don't want the case.
Well, if you wanna live in squalor, I guess that's fine. Basically, he says that the sword is 2,000 gold pieces.
What does the sword do?
So the sword, two-handed, will deal, like 2d12 damage, plus your, modifier. Single-handed, it would be a 2d10. And Romy, who else is with you?
I'm there.
My
Me?
crew.
Yeah. Roll me a perception or insight.
Why am I getting such low rolls? I have a plus 11.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a 21.
Yeah. So with the 21, DC was 20. Neo, it's not insight, but it's perception, and you see him like get into telling Seraphina this detail, and he seems to just have this like cheekish devilish grin.
He's lying to me?
I think he's making this up. Look at his grin. Very devilish.
Are you lying to me?
With your 18, you can tell he's telling the truth.
Okay.
He's
I don't
not.
think it's
What else
No.
does this sword do?
That's it.
How can a sword be made of silk? Think about it.
It's
Spider
the
silk.
real question is
Just
it
a
really
name.
worth 4,000 coin, or are you trying to make a good dollar?
Well, I made it, so I put the price on it, so I believe it is worth that much.
I think he said it was only 2,000. Where did 4,000 come from?
It was 2,000.
Don't raise the price, Sally.
Oh, I thought you said
You said it was 10 grand.
He says 1,000,000 gold pieces.
Don't you dare spend a penny of Kieran's gold.
I'm not going to spend your gold. Why would you think that I would do that? I have my own gold. Goodness gracious.
2,000 of it?
This
First of all, it's 2,000. Stop increasing the price.
I said 2,000. I said
It's 2,000,
2,000.
yeah. He says that this was crafted with help with the artisans, with the scholars emporium. Great
Why is
piece.
it called the Sword of Spider Silk if all it does is 2d12 damage?
Because it's as light as any weapon you'll ever hold.
Let's see. Let's hold it.
How
Yes,
many
may I test it, please?
No, that's why it's in the case. It's for you only, unless you purchase it. Touch it, you buy it.
He's
Can
full of
Sayali
it.
do an Arcana check on the thing?
You can look at it. Yeah, you can't like touch it or anything, so you can do like an arcana check as you like look at it. Disadvantage because you're not really like up close to it or anything. How are you like expecting it from like
Just kind of,
distance away?
she like grabs her hands under the counter and pulls her like body up onto it, and she's just peering over, like all the way up in this man's face. Over and like looks. At it.
You can definitely see that there's this like when you stare at it, there's this like shimmer of like purple sheen. It's like it has like a magical base on it.
All right, so Sally sees that, and she's gonna cast Detect Magic on it.
Ooh.
Range is self. For the duration, you sense the presence, magic within. Yeah, okay, so the guy lights up. Everyone lights up in the room. Sense the magic in this way. You can action, blah, blah, blah. Faint creatures, objects in the area. That bears magic. Magic at school. I can't tell what it is.
But I can tell that it is a magical.
You got that from the Arcana check, yeah. It's
I know,
magical,
but I want.
you
She
can't tell what
slides
school
herself
it is.
down, and she looks at the man and goes, "What magics are in this weapon? Do not lie to me."
Various enchantments to keep one with the weapon. It's a very powerful weapon indeed.
Keep one with the weapon.
Okay. 2,000 gold, you say. What would it cost if I traded in and I pull out my sword of wounding?
Don't do that. No. I'm gonna. When you're a kid and your mom's in a store
no,
a long time.
no.
and you're like really bored, I'm gonna start doing that. Oh, come on, let's go. How much longer are we gonna be here?
Until this man tells me how much the sword would cost if he took my sword of wounding.
His sword is a piece of junk. Come on, Seraphina, he's lying to you.
Why do you think it's a piece of junk?
Because I could see the look on his face. He's a liar.
It's probably just cursed, which would be kind of cool.
No, it's not cool. You'll turn into.
They always said that it was magic.
It is probably a cursed weapon, but if Seraphina wants a cursed weapon, let her have one. How much would the sword of wounding take off of the price?
He looks at it. You hand it to him. He looks at it, and
It's a great sword. It's also versatile.
he lifts it up like effortlessly. See. Probably take 300 off of the price.
What? I take my sword back. This place is full of robbers.
Sally taps her finger on the counter. She goes, why not 500? Could you take 500 off the sword? It is a very powerful weapon, imbued with great magics as well.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I can't afford 1,500 gold.
Sally holds up her hand. Can I have an assist?
I assist. Yes, this sword has helped me in numerous battles. It is powerful. It rots away at the adversaries whom it pierces.
He looks at it, looks at you. Yes, I think that would be doable. 500 off the price, why not? I'm feeling generous today. Foreigners and all. 1,500.
Seraphina, if you want the weapon, you can use my remaining 800 gold.
What's your return policy, sir?
You would do that for me?
No returns, I'm afraid.
No returns? This is terrible.
If you want the weapon, I will have a remaining 13 gold, and that should be fine for now.
You're giving me 800 gold to purchase this probably cursed sword?
If it is what you want, Seraphina, you have saved my ass many times.
Thank you, Sally. I feel like this is really just Heavenly coming through because she's very impulsive and is very intrigued by this probably cursed item. But yes, this is what I want. Okay, I give him 800 from Sayali, which means that he needs 700 from me, right?
And that's how much you have left.
Yes, it is true because now I have 10. I have 110 gold, but 100 of it will be going to the guy tomorrow.
Yes.
So I have 10 gold. Here, and my sword.
Nice.
Suddenly, Kieran is the wealthiest person
I
in
know.
the group.
Don't know how you're going to be sleeping.
Kieran's sleeping.
So, he takes the sword, puts it like behind the counter, on like a rack, takes down the case, opens it up, and just says, "All yours."
I grab the sword with my hands.
It's a good option.
Picks it up at your teeth.
It's extremely light.
What's it called? Sword of spider silk?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And it's
Spider silk sword.
Spider silk sword. And it's 2d12.
2 hands or 2d10 with 1 hand, and it's +1, and it also works with your modifier as well.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. And I sheath it. Does it fit in the sheath I have?
No, because your one was longer.
Well, it doesn't fit. It just doesn't.
It kind of dangles in there a bit.
Okay, that's fine.
He says we sell sheaves separately.
No, I no, I don't want a sheath.
Okay, sheaves sold separately.
Well, Neil, you wanted to leave. Let's leave.
Adamantine as well.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna say to Sally, that's pretty nice that you did that.
Not a monster, Neil.
I know you're not a monster.
I have to be a good influence for Atog now, so I must do kind things.
I have a baby
I'm just
now.
gonna look at Sally with a big smile on my face. I'm gonna emanate a golden glow of warmth.
So, do you guys go back to the inn, rest up? You go get your food. We can just like fast, like you can get something like food to
Honestly,
go.
we're gonna probably go. I suggest we go back to the inn and just get something cheap to eat.
Yeah, I don't have any more gold. I can create food and water,
That's more than fine, actually. I'll eat that. It's free.
but it does
Picnic
cost
in
a
the
spell
hotel
slot.
room.
So
You're about to go to sleep, so make some food and feed.
so true. That's so
make
true.
some magical meat.
Let's go
for
back
Atog.
to the hotel, and I will make us a bounty of whatever I can make.
Nice. So
I think I can make 45 pounds of food.
us free can eat that, right?
On the way back, could I just buy some like spider silk clothes real quick? Some nice drow clothes.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
All right, how much is that?
For like fine, like how fine are we talking?
Whatever. Oh.
Yeah, so like for like noble grade clothes, like nice pattern weaving stuff, with like 50 gold pieces.
Set of drow noble.
You even get your hair done.
No thanks.
Cool.
Oh, and also, how about some drow pajamas? Can I do that too?
They'll cost you like 5 gold pieces.
Okay.
They've got like cartoon-esque drawings of like a spider loaf on them.
Really? All right. Got my jammies.
You can find those on our merch shop starting tomorrow.
This is always a big plug for my new merch that's coming next year.
Spider merch.
Nice. And you'll head back to the inn. You don't see like Kieran anywhere. Probably he's in his room. Head back to. And none of you know where his room is because no, they didn't tell you. You get your key. You go to a nice big, like lush, like purple and red room. It's like a nice big one bed that's like circular. In the room, and like you guys make food, and then you guys go to sleep. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Nice.
Sally takes like any kind of paper she probably asks on the way in there, like, do you have any like paper trash? And she'll take that like wrap it, and she'll like lay it on the floor for like Atog to use the restroom on, and then he can sleep on the bed with us.
Yeah.
So
They give you like a web gazette. I'm just gonna keep going with this like spider
This-
like items.
create fluid here.
The World Wide
Fluid
Web.
goes here.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So it like, roll me an animal handling.
Oh yeah. So I don't have any animal handling, so.
Oh, nice.
It looks at you, moves back, and then like just relieves itself on the paper.
Pats his head,
Gives
gives
you
him
like a
some,
lovable
like,
What a
look.
good
Like,
boy.
mama.
Yeah.
feeds him some magical sausage, like my good little baby.
It like eats it very weirdly because it has like gum teeth, so it's like smashing it. So you all go to sleep. One person though, as sleep takes everyone, and you're in your night. The payment was for like the night, so like your partner stays with you, just in case you wake up in the night. Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, great. Yeah, great. Awesome. Perfect.
You're not in the negatives
Cool.
anymore.
I'm not in the negatives. It's still 11. Unless that was a disadvantage, in which it's a 7.
No, it's an 11. So you wake up like middle of the night, and you're kind of like kind of confused in where you are because it's been howling for so long. and you wake up and like you realize you're in this nice fancy room. There's a woman there. You got like a bottle of wine that she brought up, her own tab, part of the package, and you roll over to look at her and you see your mother's face.
Oh, I knew it! I knew it!
Like your mother's face is just there, and like she just stares at you. And
Motherfucker.
and she just stares at you, and she just like shouts in your face, "Find me!" And then like you blink, and it's just a woman like sitting there.
What did you do, Kieran?
And it's just like the tiefling woman's sitting there, but that's what you see.
And I guess I gain 1 insanity from that?
No.
Oh, no.
No
okay.
insanity.
Okay.
We're not
cool.
in the insane lands right now. We're in a safe inn. Insanity comes back later.
So,
Mm.
go on, sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, because I just wasn't sure if I failed that save or not.
No, you did fail to save. That's why you saw
Okay.
it.
Oh, okay.
So,
Cool.
As-
Because
as-
I was just saying that, I'm sorry, just, so the +1 insanity doesn't affect me right now then?
well, I'm gonna say this as you scream, and you know she wakes up, and you know she cows you when you go back to sleep, or you know you fade to black, whatever happens. You kick her out of the room because you're traumatized. Who knows? As
He doesn't care.
as we all fade to black in the entire scene, since you are in a nice metropolis, you are relaxing for the first time. I had stated before when we had gone into this sanity thing that there are certain things that you can do to lower your insanity. So as long as you're in a nice place where the corruption cannot get you, you will go down 1 insanity per night you stay at like one of these like nice places, because you are allowing your mind and your psyche and your body to fully rest and recuperate.
What about our
Nice.
quirks?
Your quirks are permanent, but you don't get any more like insanity. Like your insanity goes down by 1.
Find a therapist while you're here, Neil.
And that is where I think we'll leave it, in the Black Widow Inn in Erelhei-Cinlu, in the Vault of the Drow. And yeah, we'll see where what happens next week, in the next day when you guys are supposed to meet Cienlu. And that's the game, guys.
Oof,
Welcome to
the most
Fade
relaxing
Down.
episode we've ever had.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys earned it.
Oh, fun shopping episode.
Yeah, you gotta have one in every game. We just need a jacuzzi one next, and a beach episode.
Yeah, jacuzzi. That sounds fun.
So yeah, why don't we go around the old cast and crew here, see what they thought of it, where we can find them, all that good pluggy plug stuff. Let's start with the opposite way this time. Tiz.
Hello, my name is Heavenly. You can find me on Twitter at @tis_aliens. This was a really fun game. I always like when we have our like really emotional and super spooky, intense episodes, but this was actually really nice. I just like shopping and getting to talk with everyone. And I know that we'll be making up for it next episode because you'll torture us in a million unique ways for having fun and enjoying ourselves and making friends. So I'll enjoy it while it lasts.
Thanks, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at @tis_aliens, or you can find me at Monster Crushing, which is a podcast I host with fellow Greyhawk channel member Ellie, and we release a new episode every other Tuesday.
Nice. Be sure to follow the Mum of Sass on Twitter, as you can see in stream. Thank you for playing, for having. We can all get back to this. Jumping from you to Sean.
Hi everybody. I'm Sean. Yeah, this was a good episode. They're all good episodes. I really like this game. I like everybody in this group, and I'm glad we're gonna keep going for a while. Yeah, I was at PAX Unplugged this weekend. So tonight I'm going to update the Dice Camera Action Wiki with the show. I wasn't able to do it because I was at the con, but I'm going to do it tonight. So the most recent episode of Dice Camera Action will be on the wiki tonight. And I think we're going to do a special Waffle Talk Wednesday night on my channel to cover that episode. And then we'll do a Waffle Talk Thursday night to cover the episode that's happening this Tuesday. So yeah, and thank you to everybody who showed up at PAX Unplugged and actually came over, said hi to me. That was really cool. And yeah, so all sorts of good stuff going on. And the next Dice Camera action is tomorrow night. And that's at 7 p.m. on the D&D channel. So you might want to check it out. It's really good.
Definitely. Thank you for playing. Enjoyed having you. Welcome back to the land of the non-PAX people, i.e. me. Yeah, jumping from you to Tommy.
I was just waiting that whole episode for just the ball to drop and for everything to get stressful again. Also, as soon as you started going into that little bit about sleeping, I was like, oh no, he's gonna make it. He's gonna make the basement. And then you did it, and I was like, you did it. That was great. It was nice for the characters to relax a little bit. Good for them. They've had some rough couple of weeks now, couple of months, I'm gonna guess. I don't know how long we've actually been here. No one knows. Time is weird. I can't wait for next week though, when as you know, Tiz said, you'll torture us again.
Never.
But yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Imperator Pengu. Down below. I do tabletop and video game stuff. You can find out what I'm doing. I announce everything I'm doing on there. I also produce and run a podcast called the Tabletop Explorer Society, in which it is a learn by play podcast about, you know, all the different kind of tabletop RPG systems there are out there, as a way to sort of try them out and learn them ourselves, as well as help other people learn and discover different systems. Follow us at Tabletop Explore, and we release every other Monday.
Yeah, be sure to check all that goodness out. And thank you for playing. Super fun having you and torturing you and all that good stuff. And, you know, it always makes me happy, but on a personal level. So, yeah. Jumping from you to Brie.
Hello, it's NPC Bree with 2 E's. Find me on Twitter. I'm always there, whether I'm tweeting or not. I assure you, I'm always there, 24/7 in my sleep. You can also find me on Wednesday nights. Well, actually, we'll go with today nights. Every other Monday night, not this Monday, but next Monday, you'll find me on Soulbear RPG, Comedy of Strahd, the funniest game in the entire world. I've never laughed so hard in my life. That on Wednesday nights is Eden on Scraticus's channel. It is the cyberpunk cipher system game. I think we only have 2 episodes left. They are getting crazier and more like awesome. So if you want to check that out, you should while you still can. Sunday nights, you can find me on the Greyhawk channel once again. Where I play in Return to Greyhawk. We just killed a dragon, brought him back to life, and killed him again, just to really rub it in the DM's face. So if you like to see us torturing DMs and not the other way around like this game, check it out. Check it out. And there's stuff and things, but we'll get into that another day. So find me on Twitter.
Nice, yeah, and thank you to the whole crew and to everyone watching. I am ProStar, as you can see down below. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, and Instagram, all of that stuff, all the same name. Literally, I'm everywhere. And yeah, thank you all for playing and watching. I got a slew of stuff happening throughout the week. Next year, I never stop. I will always torture and enjoy playing where I'm also tortured and being sad boys and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go decompress and not be in a drowsy city of spider memes. See ya.